Another day, another evening of testing FortressCraft. Lots more fixes. Hopefully nothing is broken. I've left the server running up most today. Been using it, just been looking at it. And I guess I will see this. I'd like to see it out the door, but I am waiting on Valve right now. There's nothing on my microphone stand is very wobbly. There we go. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately, apart from yeah, I'm a bit concerned about these broken stuff I've got, but I'm about 80% sure it is. Oops, wrong one. About 80% sure that's just because I've been closing it repeatedly. And yes, if I end up messing around with this project any further, which you never know, might do. Depends on sales, really. I'm so putting a dubstep gun in. Sound effect. I'm not even sure the dubstep gun was in the previous patches. I just really liked the one in Saints Row. Okay, so hopefully then I should be able to use the little diggers. Oh, have I not found them yet? Huh. Wait, who made an underground house? Oh, yeah. How nice. But again, I'll be recording this and see if I can get some footage if I need it. Hey, Max.
Hello.
Oh, I should have my speakers off. There we go. My band hammer so I can run around quickly. Somewhere around here. I can hear it. Ah, I can see it. It's the night vision goggles. Night vision goggles.
Oh. I don't know how it managed to give me 7 elements.
Oh yeah, that's all been
relics.
fixed. That's all been fixed. You can delete your save file if you want to check. But that was yeah, it was a debug build.
Cool.
Just flying around looking for my other relics.
FortressCraft Anniversary Edition, all one word.
What was the command?
Suspicious file detected. Piss off.
Again?
Yeah, because I'm going to think you've got to create this file, isn't it? You get an application error. When you're okay, it seems to recover.
What has an application error? Sorry.
FortressCraft exe.
That's probably your virus scanner.
It is, yeah. But it just recovers, so, no. Whatever. Why are there 2 servers?
Because I'm running 2 servers.
Huh.
How many people do each of them have in them?
1.
How is one of them an idle server?
They're both idle.
God damn it! Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, you told me the sign meant it was idle.
Oh, hold on. I think I've actually got might be a debug thing. Hold on. It looks like I go idle in about half a second. Yeah, I went idle, then I went unidle very quickly, but... there we go. If debugger attach idle timer plus equals 1. That will not work. Okay, so... Well, if you go back up to the main menu back down, one of them should be idle and one of them should not be.
Okay.
I hope.
Yes, you're right.
Wait. It wasn't a real bug. That was one of those. That's only a bug if the debugger's attached.
Yeah.
There you are. Hopefully,
Server's left at 2 hours to achieve full potency.
Yeah, that's about how long it took to bake on the Xbox.
Wow. Well, you left running this Xbox for 2 hours.
Yeah, it took. I mean, it would bake the entire world, but it bake what you needed for priority. But to do the whole world was about 2 hours initially. This does it in about 15 seconds. Just flying around looking for my last relic. I've also done some changes, so hopefully it won't crash, because you can either have high quality or high render distance.
Random thought for you. Did you build the giant spider?
Did I build the giant spider?
In real life?
Not entirely.
You're printing parts for
I've
something.
done a medium-sized one. I've done a small one and a medium-sized one, and I do have a large one, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. Might have to mount it on the ceiling, like with magnets or something. But yeah, I think I've come up with the idea I want for the game, and it's a remake of a couple of old games that I've done before. So for the VR one, but it should work. It should be something reasonably entertaining for the non-VR players, but not too complicated.
So remind me, the idea was one VR player and multiple 2D players.
Yeah.
Pancake. I think it's still 3D, isn't it? It's Pancake.
It's not 3D at all. It's drawing to a flat plane. There's no, not if you've got a NVIDIA 3D setup. And yeah, we should get the rest of the skins. I think Todd says he's committing them, or he's about to. Oh, we had a corrupt segment, which is probably just due to all the crashes we've been having.
Oh,
This is the problem. I'm relying on this old code base being good. I mean, I don't have time to go debugging anything complicated at all. So now it's just essentially not quite soak test. There is actually a soak test function where the player...
It's X and A or something.
It's X and A, yes. Stands for X and A, is not an acronym.
Right, Wi-Fi.
Isn't the Wi-Fi the Wireless Something Federation International?
No.
Isn't it?
No. Well, maybe it is, but I was asked one time, what does Wi-Fi stand for? I said, oh, wireless fidelity, of course. Right, no.
No, it's definitely not wireless fidelity, because that's dumb. Like, yeah, I know you get hi-fi and lo-fi, and then Wi-Fi.
Oh, I can see through the world.
Oh, apparently it does. So there is a IEEE does actually stand for... Yeah, it does actually stand for Wi-Fi. Wireless fidelity. That's absolutely what that stands for. So yeah, its correct name is IEEE 802.11b direct sequence. And they made up a bunch of cool sounding words and picked Wi-Fi as the best one. But yeah, X and A stands for X and A. It's not an acronym.
Why can I see through walls? Not that it matters.
Because you've... Oh, because this is a corrupt segment. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, this is the crop segment.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why I was just rebuilding the wall. But yeah, shouldn't. If I don't get any crashes, I shouldn't see any. But you do get to see the nice Perlin worms we've got. It's amazing. So we use Perlin worms for the landscape. Minecraft just got these about 6 months ago for their cave generation.
Sorry, how do I? No. I've made a hole. I don't want to make a hole.
I might have to drop the stream quality very slightly. I cranked it up for recording. I think it's struggling. 6%, yeah. Still can't believe I cannot encode 60 frames a second 1080p video at 6 megabit on my PC. I just can't do it. It's ridiculous.
You cannot place water as you're not the host. This is because people cannot be trusted. Sad face. I don't want water. I want to work out how I can choose the next thing along. Oh, it's
screwdriver. A more powerful one.
What for?
Screwing things. To put a screw into some wood. I've done one, but the other one's
Using one in the Makita drill.
Use a what?
The Makita drill.
I don't know where that is or what is it.
The drill, the cordless drill.
I don't know where it is.
The kitchen.
I looked in the kitchen.
It's in the green box in the kitchen on the table. But is that not? Yeah.
No, I've tried using a screwdriver already.
Do a torque wrench.
No, I think the powered one would be better.
Okay.
I think I know what you mean. But
It's in a green bag.
I thought that was a drill, not a screwdriver.
It's not Makita, sorry, it's Ryobi. I'd love to say advertising doesn't work for me, but I had to buy a cordless drill recently, and I was like, Makita or Ryobi? Ryobi have always been very nice to the Mighty Car Mods boys, so therefore...
I have lots of Ryobi gear in my house because of Mighty Car Mods.
Yeah. Well, no, don't wrong. Makita is better. Makita is definitely better. It's also 3 times the price. But unless you're a professional drill man, that's probably a name for them, you just don't need it.
Yeah.
Because that's what we use Makita at the arcade. Because they are top notch.
If you need to do a lot of drilling, then that's what you need for. If you do it for business,
yeah.
I think for home users, then Ryobi is more than enough. Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a drill, a vacuum cleaner, a strimmer, a trimmer, a hedge trimmer, a pump. Yeah. I know about 4 batteries because they'll come. I've got a few batteries and great. Yeah. Like you, I too need the dentist.
Right, hopefully you should get kicked out now.
Okay.
No? Yeah?
Not yet. Oh, there we go.
Oh, good.
I can see projector games LockDown LAN 1 of 8. Idle.
Yeah, if you refresh that. Just go back out.
Yeah, I'll see both, yeah.
Cool.
What does idle actually mean? It means that no one's on it.
No, it means the host is just AFK.
Oh, okay.
So it means if you join, you're not going to get any response.
Left shift on chat pad or USB keyboard brings up the console. Hey, look at that.
But yeah, the problem I have with this game is I'm not really a very creative person. I mean, I can draw certain things, but I'm just really not all that. And really, at this point...
Well, you are creative, but in a different way. I think it's fair to say.
No, it just doesn't interest me.
You're a programmer.
Yeah,
that by definition is creation.
But this kind of creation doesn't really interest me because I could create better stuff just by, I'm doing it properly. Mostly want to make sure that you don't run out of RAM, quite importantly. I should probably check as well. There's a way for me to say this is it? Oh, let's try that command. This can't go wrong at all. Find somewhere no one else has been. Because there's also a mode where you've got like robots building stuff for you instead of direct builds, but it's just not active. And I can't remember how to activate it.
All right. How do I? Oh dear. Oops, that's the thing. Reinforced slop. I've got a reinforced slop available. I don't know how to make it. Oh, it is 90 degrees to me at most times. Okay. But it's a tiny little reinforced slop. Oh, I see. And the reinforced slop doesn't actually let me go up it. You just have to jump to get up it.
Oh, wow, that worked perfectly. Bloody. I'll tell you what, I am impressed in a lot of ways how quick this is. Can you come over here a second so I can try and break it for you?
Right.
But mostly, I think this is actually pretty good now. Red canvas. Are you near me?
I'm on my way.
Oops, canvas red. Guessing that hasn't arrived yet for you. Oh, you're miles away. Can you see a big red sphere?
I can see you.
Can you not see a big red sphere?
It's still loading in. Yep, I can see a red sphere with a. Well, it's blue.
Cool. What's your under visual settings? What's your draw distance set to?
Oh, pretty default.
That doesn't really answer the question though.
5.
Oh right, you're still on Xbox settings, right? You can turn off Xbox settings to go to higher from the main menu. But that's from the main menu.
Bloom on distortion on vegetation on VC.
From the main menu.
8.
The main menu.
Visual settings.
The main menu, not in-game. The main menu, not the pause menu. Oh boy. Oh, votes.
Full screen. Xbox limits off. And yeah, see on post posting on. They're off already, but they're off by default.
Oh, in that case, you should be able to crank it up.
I did. You said it wasn't sufficiently high. I'm like, is 8 not high enough?
Yeah, it'll go up to 10 if you turn the other bit down. But yeah, because you will 5's quite a lot lower than 8. It's the weird thing is it's only a small amount of linear distance, but it's an awful lot of volume difference.
Water details. I don't know. How do I get to 10? Just turn the detail off, right?
No, to get up to 10, you now need to turn down your other detail below parallaxed because that's what's I think while we're running out of RAM.
Oh, I see. I need to hit the game bar and get that performance information up.
Force rock.
Let's pop that up there, pin it, and go back. So remember, I've got 70. It's using 17% VRAM.
Yeah, it's not VRAM. It's the issue. It is the
its own allocation of 4 gig.
No, it's not even 4 gig. It's the unmanaged memory allocation that's the issue, not the managed. The managed is fine, but the unmanaged is I don't know what it's doing. There's no way I've actually used up all the RAM on the video card, but whether or not it was a 32-bit application doesn't really have any bearing on video card allocation. So yeah, quite
the page in and out.
Quite what it's doing, I don't know. Also, this is
there is a red dome there with a sort of vaguely blue hue around it. A couple of blue blocks in it.
I can only go as big as 16, 16, 16. Sad face.
Yeah, blue box going black. That's a cave. Is that the way you get into it or something?
No, I just made it a second ago with the tools.
Oh. So, do my reinforced slop? Can I use that to
sure
make a really big reinforced slop, or just like that size?
I type it wrong? No, you can do. I mean, that's just a custom block I made. That's why it's got a typo in it.
Ah. Amphitheater, very nice.
Thank you.
So the blue sort of blocks that turn green, that's just loading in, isn't it?
Yes, you can turn them off. Yellow means it's been requested. Blue means it's been received. Green means it's in progress.
Ah.
A lot of it was I didn't like hiding away any of the technical stuff.
Yeah.
There's the bottom of the world. Because people seem to like that. I just sort of showed what was going on because the engine is hugely complex.
Yeah. And people don't get that in any other game.
No, it's quite
that's
quite.
in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, they're quite rare. People actually realise quite how crazy stuff is. Hello, Jay, and good night, Jay. I've never heard the phrase "completely cattled" before. That's definitely new.
Completely what?
Cattled.
Cattles in blue.
As in the past tense of a cattle, of a horse. No, of a.
Never heard that.
Crap, neither have I.
I've heard of cackled.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm completely cackled."
Cuckold. Yeah, I don't know.
The lighting is very good too. I'm very pleased with that.
Yes. I'm going towards the high-pitched squeal.
Ah, good. Well, I'll help you. So when I use the TNT, it takes a while, but it's pre-paging stuff. Did you find it?
Oh, I see. Did you delete that bunch of the world?
I just put some dynamite.
I didn't hear a bang or anything.
No, I don't think you do. A lot of stuff, it's there, but it's pure client side. I have to say, the floodful lighting system is excellent. So we actually rip all the lighting through.
I think I'm still loading something because it's very dark here.
I still don't. Okay, so cattled is short for cattle trucked, which is short for fucked.
Oh,
No, it's a northern thing. Apparently.
not a thing.
Northern thing.
Make your own copy-rhyming slang up.
It's not Cockney, it's northern.
Yeah, but it's supposedly rhyming.
Well,
I like one I heard the other day. I heard one the other day for a broken bit of equipment. So it's goosed. I'm like, what? Goosed? Oh wow, echoey.
Guess goose is a very different term.
I mean, I thought goose was when you pinched a girl's bum, but
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I can't put any torches down. I think this area brighter.
Do you have the headlights?
Nope, I have 0 relics.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
There's one above me which I've yet to collect, but
Oh,
I can work out to choose another block for a sec.
Oh, use the trampoline.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I might be able to put trampoline down. There you go. Now
Oh,
jump.
okay, I was going to work out where it was on the list of things.
Page 1 at the bottom.
Yeah, it doesn't. Page 1.
Like the left-hand set.
Grass. Trampoline. Oh, there we go. I still can't place things down.
Can't place. What tool have you got selected?
I can't see. It's dark.
These are in a
Yes.
terrible order.
I've got the zippy zappy 3 tricolour thing.
Oh, maybe clients don't get to use the dubstep gun. No, Andy was using it yesterday.
I was using it to delete something, isn't it?
So you can
Oh,
build.
the controls reversed. Oh, okay. Okay.
The
weird.
controls are reversed from Minecraft, but they make sense. So
Yeah, they're
right.
reversed from the other gun. Look, delete is left trigger, delete is left trigger, delete is left trigger.
Oh, really? That's
Change gun.
That's stupid. And
Oh.
I take full responsibility.
What's been done? That's now left trigger.
Let me check a second. So for me, right trigger is build and left trigger is delete. And if I go into the dubstep gun, are you sure you're not on the laser gun, the destructo gun?
The one with the 4 lasery type things.
Does it fire like coloured lasers out and go? Yeah. So that's
Yes.
right click build. Right.
Yeah.
Right is build, and left is on the mouse. Ah, the mouse is the other way around.
Oh, that's what's confusing.
Yeah, because the mouse
There
is
you
the
go,
wrong way
got
around.
the little
Because
digger.
Minecraft is the wrong way around on the mouse. Minecraft has the right mouse button as the primary action, which is definitely wrong.
Boing. Spinning and bouncing is great. Whee!
But yeah, I think so. I have watched young children play computer games, and I think this kind of appeals to that because I've seen them, and they're happier just to mess around, like in the character creator screen, or just if they're playing GTA, they wouldn't do anything other than just drive the car around and crash it. So I've seen children play games. They don't say it seems a bit unfair to say they're playing it wrong, but they're not playing.
They're playing with the toy in a way that's.
They're playing with it as a toy rather than as a game.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think this game appeals to that a lot.
It doesn't stop the squealing sound, even though I've got the relic
I bet
now.
there's another one nearby then.
Maybe?
Is it going up and down in pitch as you're going? It should
Yes.
go. "Roar." Yeah, the
Yeah.
higher pitch it is, the closer you are. But I can't see your relic, so I can't help you.
Oh, it's there. What the hell is that? Oh, that's night vision goggles. Okay. I see them, they're very, very close. I'm trying to work out how much power and how much emphasis. And... Oh, why not accelerating anymore?
Oh, the night vision effect doesn't work either. One of my favourite ones is definitely the Spectrum mode. But the old school one doesn't work either, which is annoying. So the old school mode is supposed to turn off texture filtering, but it doesn't. It drops the MIP, so it doesn't drop the texture filtering. I don't know why. But yeah, the scanline effect doesn't work either. I love this one.
Why are there little blocks of TNT appearing in the blank area in the space?
I don't know.
I presume you've been using it?
Oh, I'll put TNT down, but yeah, you shouldn't see the blocks. They should be gone.
The blocks are deleted, but the TNT blocks are present.
That seems like a bug.
In the centre of the explosions, I guess.
Definitely a bug.
Not fixing that, though.
I'm pretty sure that bug was in the Xbox version. Like I said, I haven't gone out my way to change it. I just wanted to keep it.
Just get it working on PC.
Well, just keep it as it was. Spectrum Kashusha rather than C64. This is 160 by 100 with a 8-color quantize. It's not really. I'd love to do a Spectrum. So in the Spectrum, you need to break it into blocks of 8 by 8 pixels, and you can have any pixel alignment you like, but only 2 colors, and then you get the color clash. Caves and tunnels are randomly generated, procedurally generated, rather than random. Random insinuates there's no plan.
What are the white dots I'm seeing on my wall seeing?
Pass. Wrote my own outline mode as well. I like that one. It's not a depth-based one though. Doesn't quite work. It's hilarious to think that Borderlands has its visual look just because they went, cool, look, I've turned this filter on. It looks awesome.
Oh, they've left it on.
And then left it on. Went, yeah, brilliant. I'm making it go look like this now.
I mean, everyone loves this sort of the... Oh, well, it's not cartoony. I don't mean to say cartoony as an insult, but cartoony as
Yeah,
that
like
sort of...
toon rendered, yeah.
But like you've sort of read it out of a magazine, you know? It's like, wow. Trampoline's a good idea.
Yeah, so I mentioned this because you're saying that I was poo-pooing all your ideas,
Yeah.
and I was a bit, but that's kind of what you do. You have to quickly sift through all the ideas so you find a good one. The trampoline is one of those 1 in a million ideas. Someone goes, you should put a trampoline block in the game. And so if there was an issue, my brain would have gone, I can't do detection, can't be able to play that fast, something. I would have quickly come up with a reason why not. But my brain went through.
Suddenly there's music.
Yes, because it's morning. So my brain went through all of the reasons not to do. Well, turn it off then under audio.
Hold on. Yeah, done it.
So my brain went through all of the reasons not to do a trampoline. I didn't come up with one. I went, that's a fucking genius idea. It's just utter genius. It's so obvious and so simple, and yeah, dumb.
And after all that height, I jumped about 5 blocks.
I'm so happy with the draw distance as well.
I like the technical thing, sort of showing you there's something over there that you've not quite got. By the time you get to it, it's present.
Yeah.
I don't really understand the fuzziness when you get sort of really close to the edge of the world.
But that's showing you're close to the edge of the world. It's saying to you, don't. No, there's no health in this game, Jay. It's this is the thing. It's hard to explain what this game is. Think of it more like digital Lego.
without the copyright infringement.
Yeah, digital Lego compatible.
Yeah.
Now, let me see if this is... Oops. Yeah, I was talking about this the other day, Si. See, the weird thing was, I never, ever, ever, under any circumstance, to try to be like Minecraft. That's the weirdest thing. Like, lots of other games did. Cool, well done. Lots and lots of other games did, but I absolutely never tried to make it like Minecraft, which was odd that I got so much abuse for it, when I purposely went, I'm not really doing that. Why are you called Rainbow? Set name, beam emitter. Oh, I can just set it here. Haha. Oh my word, beam emitter. Yeah, well, I actually Todd linked me a thread earlier, yesterday in fact, just about some of the abuse I was getting off the Escape. I couldn't believe it. Like, I've forgotten how much abuse I got for this game. It's just insane. Like personal attacks about the game, outright lies. I've looked at the source code of this game, and let's just say it's very similar to Minecraft. And I'm like, really? Because this is written in C#, Minecraft's written in Java. But yeah, it's stuff they could do to credit me. Mojang should sue you for copyright infringement. Just everything. Just because, and it's bizarre how amazingly and ridiculously overprotective the Minecraft fans were of the game. And what actually happened is Minecraft took a few looks. I know they did. They took a bunch of looks at this game, and a whole bunch of stuff turned up in Minecraft that wasn't in it prior. That always amused me. You can't use them in survival, Kashisha. They were a creative thing. They're called custom blocks. So what do I need? I need a conveyor. However, I have learned to court controversy, because that sells you more copies of your game. People are like, I'm going to tell all my friends about this game and they shouldn't buy it. I'm like, please do. Please, thank you. Like, oh no.
They tell how wonderful, what a horrible game it is, and how bad it is, and how they should at least spend at least 10 minutes looking at it and paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah, oh no, don't stop, come back. Yeah, FortressCraft Evolved has support for those miniature blocks in creative mode. So they're not quite as good, ironically, as they are here, because Unity at the time didn't support instancing, which amuses me. Oh, I forgot you get a nice preview in front of you. Because someone was asking what all the different ones do. Are you near the workshop, by the way? Are you miles away?
Near the workshop. Oh, I found another relic. Hold on.
Cool.
I think I might be near two, actually.
No, night, Jay. Oh yeah, big.
Retro Raygun of Destruction. Double-inch pickaxe. Ooh, okay, cool. I didn't read all the text where it disappeared. Yes, I'm near another one somewhere over here. Climbed up the tree somewhere. Oh, it was half in a block. Kobold's helmet of mobile illumination.
Oh yeah, it's the helmet.
Oh, I can hear another one.
And then I need a factory block, I think. Oh man, so I found a idle slash not quite, it's not quite an incremental game, but it's let's just call it a Factorio clone for sake of argument. It is gorgeous. It is utterly beautiful as a Android game. The great little story, driving a mobile base around, building little rooms on your mobile base. And imagine Factorio that if it looked really nice. I was like, oh. So I've been, I had a look at that earlier. Called Sand City, Sand Rider, Sandstorm, Sand something. Called Sand.
Well, so we've got 2 relics. I can't tell which one I'm getting closest to.
As long as the picture's going up, you're getting closer.
Can he be underground?
Yes, almost definitely. But the chances are it's underground. But let me come to you with my helpful TNT. That better?
I see the TNT. I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Block's looted.
It's
I've gone past it.
yeah. It's pretty impressive how quickly I can do that. Like we'd spent, one of the goals was to make sure that you didn't wait for TNT. In Minecraft, a TNT of that size would just sit there for about 10 seconds.
TNT detonator. All TNT blazing, you never explode.
Yeah, that means you can now use
Original,
TNT
man.
on your own world.
Cool. How do I use the relics?
Under the relics menu.
Where's that?
Under the pause menu.
Ah, relics, relics. Resume, visual, special. Ah, relics. There we are. Lock. Night vision on. Oh, it's got that horrible. Ugh.
Yeah, it's because you're not running at the right resolution. Clegion probably needs to fix that one. Let me make a note on the Trello. It's quite low priority, but it'd be nice to fix it.
Yeah.
All full screen static.
It's the fact that it does the static sort of like little square and doesn't expand the square across the screen.
Yeah, it's the top 1280 by 720 works and the rest doesn't.
Yeah. Headlight on. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Headlight. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
I mean, to be fair, Cassisher, there was a big warning saying don't do what it is I'm about to do. But I'll let you do it. I wonder how big I dare go. Should we do 64? Now this is 77 cubic kilometers. It's amazing how quickly this adds up. So this will lock up for a second, but shouldn't crash. There you go. Now, max realism may not see this, but yeah, I can do really big ones. But this is where it's paging. This pause is why it's going. I should have pre-generated all the work and then done it afterwards, but yeah. In your face, Minecraft, in your face. Are you heading towards another one? Are you heading towards another one?
Trying to, yeah.
I'll help. Yeah, it actually overflows the orders, by the way. That's too many. Uh-oh. We have a water leak. I'm kind of a bit sad I didn't do more with the water in this, because the water's really good. And I feel I could have done more with some water mechanics, but I didn't. And that said, I think the water may have just died. It does say in big letters, as I said, you do not do this. You have been warned. This is not recommended. But water isn't permanent, so if you go away from the water and come back, it unloads it and brings it back in again. So we never got water to be something that wasn't just, not massively, it's not abusability that's the issue. It's just sheer players could screw it up. Lots of people blew up their own workshop with the TNT. And I was like, well, why would you, did it not, it's TNT for heaven's sake. Did it not cross your mind that might be a bit dangerous? What I do like about the custom blocks, so I've got this issue here that one of those, let's just purposely make one the wrong way around. And I probably won't be this, oh, it helps if I actually break the wrong way around. So what I can do is I can put like a little marker. So I go into the workshop and I can tweak it. So I'll put a red marker there, and there, a green marker there, and now. So I'll just tweak that block, and if I go back out, all of the instances in that world have changed immediately. So I can quickly see if I've built one. So if I build one like that, color will touch color, which I know is bad. But yeah, I love these crates and stuff because you can really begin to see the beginning of what became the FortressCraft we actually know. And this is when people say, oh yeah, but Factorio was in development. Yeah, right, okay. So Factorio didn't look at the seventh biggest selling game on the Xbox. Yep, complete coincidence that all that stuff came up. Oh yes, it was definitely Feed the Beast and not this. It's weird. I actually forget, honestly, how many people played this game. I meet people randomly who have played this game. It's several percent, like 4%, 5% of all Xbox owners. I sold 1.4 million copies. I had a lot more downloads.
I think I've got 2 relics on the tunes again. I can't hone in on one of them.
Hey, dude.
Factorio was in development in this year or the previous year.
Really?
Because of the debut game award or nomination, right?
Because of what?
That's
Sorry?
the shadow side of having, you can say that it was development for a long time.
Yeah, but Factorio didn't get announced till I want to say 2012. Yeah, 2013. So a couple of years after this. Remember, this is my 10th anniversary. So this was out in 2011 and was, available. Was in development for a while before then. But yeah, this predates Factorio by several years.
Thermal imaging helmet. Oh wow.
To be quite frank, I just like being able to refer to Factorio as as FortressCraft in 2D or a FortressCraft clone. I like being able to do that, and I would argue, and I've been the butt of people saying that about my game for a decade, so it's nice just to be able to say it in reverse. I don't really mean it. Like, it's very rare you actually get games that are, oh, you're on the wrong Schalke server. Wait, Schalke, on the main menu, could you see that this server had more players in it than that one?
No, both had 1.
Are you sure?
Which I guess is more than 0.
No, that's...
I'm also getting some issue with water.
Water is as it is. It's slightly odd, but... what was the maximum number of players?
8 and 3.
Right, I have to try and do this without crashing my Brian.
Can I turn my vibration off?
No. Because you could turn it off on the Xbox, so you never needed to.
Oh.
Shaka, can you just stay in them? Actually, hold on. Let's So far, we haven't had any crashes. So the number of net players I've got is 2. So I have just set that to
Bye-bye.
3. Yeah, so it should be set to 3 right now.
It just kicked me out.
Yes, because I was debugging.
Okay.
But yeah, so can you just check on the server list then that it still says
3 out of 4.
out of
3 out of
4?
8.
Out of 4.
So it does say. Oh, hold on. I know what it is. Hey, should be easy. Let me just quit a second. I don't update the number when people join. Yeah, player joined. Player left. Thank you. Right, fixed. So, Max, can you join my server? And then Shauka, can you...
Press something. I don't know what to press.
Max, can you join my server? And
I'd love to.
Shauka, can you let me know whether or not it says 2 players? Hopefully it did. Oh dear, that's worrying. This segment was alright earlier.
Is it refreshing automatically?
No, God, no. I'll let you know when Max... So Max is in. So if you now go back to the main menu and go back down again.
Nope.
2 1 out of 8 votes.
Something's gone wrong with my client.
Oh.
I've got sort of the loading dots and half-loaded picture in the background. I think it's frozen.
What about your log?
Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute once I get out of the program.
Oh, run it in borderless. Then you can tab out without it breaking. Don't run it in full screen.
So is there a log file?
No, there's no log file. No, the log, the console window.
Yeah. Logging the file means you can get it even if it does die.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, it's not the same corrupt node. It's next to it though.
Oh, bollocks, hold on.
Let me quit start and come back in. I didn't get the error this time. To be fair though, I was bugging around with maximum size TNT. That says in very big letters, don't do this.
It has been 1 out of 8.
Yeah, it's because Max hasn't rejoined. I'm assuming he sent me a screenshot of his log.
I didn't get the... I couldn't... I logged the thing closed before I got...
Oh, it closed? I thought you said it was...
Yeah.
Oh, that's not so good. It's probably could be memory then.
Server is 0% loaded. Selling game version of GT Arcus.
So have you restarted...
Server's closed.
Have you restarted the client?
Yeah. I'm trying to join your world again.
Apparently my peer-to-peer timeout... See, sometimes I get a peer-to-peer timeout, but that's nothing to do with me. That's Valve. If it says peer-to-peer connection timed out, there's nothing I can do. That means Valve didn't make a connection quick enough. Anyway, you're in now. So how about now, Shauka?
There's number 181.
2 1 out of 8 votes.
Yay! Brilliant. Wait, 2 1... You mean 1 out of 8, not 2 1 out of 8. What does this world say?
Breakdown Games 1 out of 8. DJ Arcus 1 out of 8.
Server tags dirty. Max, can you just leave and come back for me? Max?
Huh?
Can you leave and come back, please?
Yep.
Right, okay. I'm an idiot, that's why.
There's a yellow square rather than a green square. Does that mean lag or something?
I have no
health or something.
I think that's packetness.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I put the code in when the player receives the joined message, or rather than when we write the joined message. Is it endgame.networkmanager.servertags30? And when we send the player left packet. Yeah, hopefully some of this begins to sink home what an absolute massive nightmare allowing the player to quit back to the menu is. A lot of the issues you're seeing are just variables lying around.
Isn't the flip side of doing going from menu to game in a wasteful fashion?
What? I don't understand. Max, can you join my game now?
I can't see it.
You should be able
Oh
to.
no, I can. It was literally
Going back to
extremely
menu
efficient.
is difficult because of the way that it's implemented.
Going back to the
Different
menu is
kind of implementations, it would be different
No.
difficulty.
going back to the menu is difficult. Cool. You should be able to see it hopefully now, Shaka, as a 2-player server. I've mentioned this before. On MotoGP, we literally saved the game to the hard drive and reloaded it off the hard drive, rather than try and quote unquote do it properly.
2 out of 8. So
Yay! Fixed. It's $5, I think it is. Although, quite frankly, with all the effort I've put into it these last few days, I feel that's not enough. But
Yeah.
that's how much it is. Tell your friends.
It is.
I'm a bit annoyed about that corrupt world thing and to keep an eye on it. I don't know of any reason which should happen, but that would be a difficult one to track down, to say the least. I mean, I'm sure we can probably add a pad vibration thing off. But on the Xbox, if you're the sort of person who doesn't like pad vibration, you turn it off. Like, you turn it off in the Xbox, rather than turning it off on every single game. It was the original Xbox to start to standardize this. You had stuff like, you said, in a racing game, I would like to press right trigger to accelerate, or A, or whatever, and then all games would obey that. So it began the beginning of consoles having your preferences, because the thing had a hard drive.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the bit I was editing. I don't think I broke it. So this saddens and confuses me.
Mark for Boosto jump choose.
Ah, cool. Jump boots, yeah.
Boosto jump.
Yeah, sponsored by the Acme Corporation.
That's a genuine corporation, that's the funny thing.
It was. Well, this is the joke. You see, the joke's been lost to time because Roadrunner has vastly outlasted the Acme Corporation, but the Acme Corporation did everything. So he wanted something cheap and mail order, use the Acme Corporation. So nowadays, he would buy it from Amazon. You see, that would be the sort of the equivalent. But yeah, it's a joke that's just lost to time. But I wish that XNA hadn't been abandoned, and I wish that I continued to develop the game more, because we've got the incursion mode and base building mode and RPG mode and all sorts of stuff in the game. I had to stop development. Just when it was beginning.
Cause
Because
money.
No, God no, the game was still making money, but I couldn't push it any further because XNA wasn't being
Technology.
developed.
Oh, I see.
And then, yeah, but because the problem was I had issues with XNA, and they were like, oh, we will have to look at those issues. These memory issues were getting to do with fragmentation. And then,
Memory fragmentation.
memory fragmentation, yeah.
Oh,
and then
so
it
you've
got
got an array with like bits all over the place. You're like,
well,
can't-
it's the GPU memory that's fragmenting, not the CPU.
Oh, because you're taking things out and...
Yeah.
Can you not just declare them as bigger, or am I just being massively ignorant at that point?
No. So imagine you've got keys on your keyboard, right? They're all
Yeah.
one long. So if you pull the
Right.
T key off, you've got
Yeah.
one space. Then you pull the I key off, you have two spaces on your keyboard. Okay, you have two gaps. Now fit one thing 2 keys wide. You can't. So imagine each key is a megabyte. You have 2 megabytes free, but you can't allocate 2 megabytes. You can only allocate 2 lots of 1 megabyte. And that's the issue. It's fragmentation. But there's no way to detect this. Now, I can defrag the RAM. That's the stupid thing. So if I can detect what's about to happen, I have ways of defragmenting the RAM. But I can't. I say to XNA, how much memory have you got? It goes 50 megs. I go, cool, allocate 1 meg. It goes, oh no, fail. Because it hasn't got a 1 megabyte contiguous block. It's just got 50 megabytes of half a
Little
megabyte.
scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a bug in XNA, and there's very little I can do to work around it, unfortunately. And then they got things like there was a version of XNA for Windows phones, and that got a multi-generational garbage collector. And we're like, ooh, and then Windows Phone flopped.
And stop developing that as well.
Stop developing that. But it boggles my mind. Microsoft never approached me saying, hello, we'd like you to do this for the Xbox 360. We'd like you to do this for Windows phones. This is genuinely one of the biggest selling titles on the Xbox. Not just the biggest XBlig title, the biggest selling title. Digital, as I said.
I could do some TNT if you can afford it.
You can't do any TNT.
I'm saying, can you put some down for me?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Somewhere in this area as a relic for me.
It doesn't matter, Kashisha. It only generates stuff in the seed there if there is a corrupted node. So it regenerates the node. But unfortunately, it's... where are you? It's done it wrong, and I don't know. I don't know why it's regenerated the node.
Ah. Lovely. Kelvin's ice cold ray gun of freezing.
But yeah, I reckon it'll sell 200 copies. Todd reckons it'll sell 2,000. We'll see. Bear in mind, Nomancer has now sold a whole 250 copies.
Wow.
Yeah, in about 2 years. It's
Oh,
terrifying.
that's easy. Relics on the surface. Hooray.
No, but that's
Neptune's boots of aquatic levitation.
the seed is irrelevant, Kashisha. The issue is that it's regenerated them. Doesn't matter whether it's generated them correctly or not. It shouldn't have regenerated them, and I don't know why.
Oh, that was in the air. I do love the coming out of the water and the sort of the deformation and that.
The sploosh, yes.
The sploosh and the water coming down the camera and that. I think that's really good.
Yeah, I did lots of nice effects, and the best thing was I didn't have to ask anyone. I could just do it
What do you mean you didn't have to ask anyone?
because it's my game. I didn't have to like. Normally, if you were doing something, you need to ask and get permission.
Oh, I see.
Like you don't just do something willy nilly. It has to be all verified and run
The
through.
information from the picking up of the relic tells you a little bit about it. Doesn't tell you any further.
Well, hopefully everything's obvious.
Yeah, because it's a thing, isn't it? And then it
Well,
disappears,
why
and I
don't you quit to the main menu and look at the help, which tells
Oh, the
you
help just tells about, does it?
the help tells you the weapons.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope so. I haven't checked
Okay.
it. Probably should.
I can hear another relic somewhere.
Yes. I mean, anything you do, Paul, that stops you using RAM up helps. Now the node issue is better, but I was hoping. Sorry, the memory fragmentation issue is better, but I was really hoping it would have gone away. But it's just not allocating very much RAM. I suspect it's probably using up a gigabyte of video RAM or something like that. It's probably not even that, Because the Xbox only had half a gig of RAM in total. But yeah, I've honestly no idea what it is specifically, and no real way to fix it.
Ah, okay. It appears to be above you. Above your conveyor belty stuff.
Maybe.
Why does it put it there?
No, it puts it random places.
Jetpack of flying. Yeah.
Ah, that's the one you want.
There's one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I know the Xbox was 512 megs. That's not the point. I don't know how much. I don't know how big the pool of memory that X and A allocates in video games.
I'm just flying up. I'm like, why am I flying? I didn't ask to go up. Oh, maybe I did.
But I have no idea how big the pool is in X and A, or whether or not we can change it. I haven't looked.
How do I come up? How do I go up and down?
Slim, I don't understand. Why have you just said 1 gig is 1024 megs? I know. B is down and A is up.
Oh.
Or back
Okay.
is off. Slim, why are you just telling me various sizes of memories?
You need to know.
I do know. That's why I'm confused. I'm just kind of curious. X and A GPU memory allocation.
So I think I found a bug. I'll double check it. Ooh, and that looks like a bug too. What do I know?
Yes, unfortunately, this is monogame. Wow, somebody asked in 2016 about it.
So I'm bouncing on trampoline, and I'm going to turn on the jetpack on an upward stroke from
Yeah, you'll just stop moving entirely.
No, it's on. And I've hit the ceiling. I think that's the ceiling. I now can't come down.
Press B. You've got the jetpack on. You're hovering.
No, B's not working. But pressing B, definitely pressing B.
Oh, so you got. So say that again. You were jumping on. You were jumping on a jetpack. You were jumping on a trampoline with the jetpack off. With the jetpack off.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you turn the jetpack on.
Yeah, I'm on the upward stroke, and I'm flying up and up and up and up and up and up and hit this. This is as hard as I get, I guess. I don't know why I'm still going, but the jetpack brought me here. I can't now come down.
Just turn the jetpack off.
Unless I turn it off or press back. But, oh, there we go.
Fine for me.
So, yeah.
If I press the jetpack button, I just stop moving.
If I go back, it's off, on, off. That's fine now. But the point is that if you turn it, so you're holding your.
Turn it off.
On,
if I turn
it
it off,
on the upstroke. Turn it on the upstroke.
I just stay still.
Why did it throw me to the ceiling?
Don't know.
Every time.
Interesting. I have actually improved the network system quite a bit because there was something I meant to implement on FortressCraft on the Xbox. I never did. I did it today. It's about 2 lines of code in the end.
Cool.
So now I
Efficiency.
extrapolate from the user's location, their current potential and likely location, rather than waiting for the next packet to arrive. So now players move smoothly through the world as opposed to sort that. As yesterday, they're kind of going
Teleporting.
they kind of just slide and stop, slide and stop, slide and stop. Yeah, probably though. I should, after I finish messing about with this, I shall have to be a client on the other server. Because I don't think there are any server issues left. I think it's all client issues. So that's nice. Dang it. Why didn't I use the analog trigger of the Xbox pad to modulate the rate of the dubstep gun?
Wop, 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 wop.
Yeah, wop, 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 wop. If I do a second patch, like I said, yeah, Spiderbot's around somewhere. There he is. Manual, no, off-the-shelf inverse kinematics. This is me writing inverse kinematics. Still loves to hide in trees. Nothing ever changes with old Spiderbot. What'll probably happen is I should probably peg that FortressCraft Phoenix has to come out on the 8th of April. Probably 2 years' time. That would probably be probably give me all the time I need.
Why can't I pick this up?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Well,
Unfortunately.
why can't you pick what up?
It's a relic of some sort.
Don't know.
It's long. It's got a blue section in the middle.
Is it the water boots?
I don't know.
Is it like a pair of skis with a propeller on the back?
Again, I don't know.
Well, if only there was some way of you showing me a screenshot. Wouldn't that be brilliant?
Well, you're right there. So, should I be able to pick this up?
I can't see it. It's not yours. It's not.
Oh,
I
of
can't see
course.
your relics. Yeah.
Okay, let me screen grab that then.
Oh.
So it's sort of half in and half out of block. So I remove the blocks.
Wait.
and then-
Oh, it's the freeze gun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's possibly no. It's a spleef gun. Spleef gun. Yeah. Dig it up. It's just I told Rob, by the way, I very specifically said, when you come to do the hot end, let me know and I'll take you through it. And now he's removed the Bowden tube from his printer. So the other thing is, not entirely obvious, there are optimizations you can do. So I'll mention these anyway, just in case anyone's watching doesn't know. So that particular object here, let's go see how many polygons it is and see if we can't reduce it. Do I have a Discord server? Yes, I have a Discord server. And Kashisha, no, there is no build to me. So yeah, Slim, it's just the FortressCraft Discord server. So this is currently 772 polys. Now if I fill it in solid, I do want to add build to me, but I'm not currently. Right now, I just want to play it for a bit and not have it break. Someone said that as you add lines of code, look at the poly count on the left. Start going down in a moment. We never did greedy meshing, which is a shame. That would have helped. There you go. So I've just saved like 200 and something out of the polys on it. Because it's now solid, so it has no internal facets. I don't have a direct link to the Discord server though, but I mean, there's a link in FortressCraft Evolved, but if you Google FortressCraft Discord server, you should probably find it. I should hope. I had to work out how to add minecarts as well. There is a way, and you can ride minecarts around. I just don't remember how. It was funny, and as well, Andy mentioned that in all our promotion advertising, we used him, and his avatar was all dressed up using Monkey Island gear. And we checked. We were allowed to use avatars, even though we were using copyright stuff, because you could use avatars. But yeah, I do miss Build to Me, and I wish it was in. And I didn't invent it till FortressCraft, so. But it's on somewhere on my list of things to do. But I'll see how it goes. If it sells 1,000 copies in the first week, brilliant. I will have made a whole $5,000, which is probably about a month's wages. So that's it. That's what you will not get anything else. That means I've broken even. If it sells 10,000 copies, I'll probably do another few weeks work on it. If it sells 100,000 copies like previously, I will I'll do a whole bunch. But it's pretty unlikely. If we sell even 1,000 copies, I suspect we're doing pretty well. Steam is a horrendous, desolate wasteland. Worst thing is I couldn't even easily port this to the Xbox because it's written in XNA. Now apparently there's something called FNA, which is a modern update to XNA. So it's XNA compatible, but more modern. And that has been suggested, but I mean, I've only just about managed to get this to come out in time. There's no chance I will have a chance to push it across to a new rendering system, new back end. I've only just managed to get all the networking done, and even then it's been a bit tight. The Steam networking does not work at all like the XNA one. It's just a completely different paradigm. So that's some of my issues, has been hooking those up. I like all the rainbows. But no memory crashes since I've changed. So it now drops the draw distance to 8, unless you go down to bump map plus light or low, and then you can turn the draw distance up. No sound stuff though. We never really did any of that. There's no like music boxes or anything. But yeah, we should probably join the other server so I can be a client. So I'm going to kick you out. I hope. Hopefully you get kicked out.
Just on the edge of finding a relic. Can you just like wait 5 more seconds, 5 more minutes?
I had left some 10 seconds ago. So
Okay.
that's not a good sign, is it?
Dude. Oh, there we go. It's a new game version to square bracket, host, square bracket.
Ah, yes. Penis World. But yeah, stuff like this.
It takes over 35,000 hours to visit every cube in the world. Wow.
It does. I think
That server's closed. Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's your idle one. The produce games at the LockDown LAN. Try joining again. It's not loading it. Oh no, no it is.
Wonder why you timed out. Player name missing. This is a pain.
How much underwater am I?
If you've got the jetpack on, it doesn't cancel the underwater effect.
Well, I seem to have the underwater effect on. Why is the underwater effect on?
Because you got the jetpack on. And you were
Well,
underwater. I know.
underwater.
Just cancel the jetpack and it will go away.
Oh, okay. There we go. And there's the droppy. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Recognize that sound effect? It's from the BFL 9000. Sound effect's good. Don't replace it. I've reduced the number of blocks, by the way, just because it was causing us. There's no point in trying to break it. Hey, I've just put as many blocks as I can, and millions of things going around. Why is it crashing? Well, why do you think? So I'm trying, where possible, to support, sense of common sense stuff rather than actively trying to break it. I mean, I can break anything. I mean, remember in GTA when we were bugging around and we managed to get it so it got confused and couldn't really spawn enough buses and vehicles, and like vehicles were just disappearing. If you go out your way to, you can break it. And unfortunately, I don't have the manpower to actively fight people trying to knacker it all up. Oh, glad you liked the trailer. To be honest, Trots, if it wasn't for Paul, that trailer would not have been very good.
Oh, black smoke.
Yes, you can tell I was watching Lost at the time.
Who's the unknown player? Is that the representation of the server?
What do you mean?
On my screen, I see unknown in square bracket, braced in square brackets.
Is that Schalke?
Don't know. I don't see you.
Can close the game.
If I come to unknown, I'll find out in a moment, I guess.
Because I have a player called Unknown. And I have a player called Host. Which is fine.
He's dressed in a yellow top.
Have you found the Wanderer?
He's got a red circle on his chest.
I can't see you at all in the world, by the way.
Well, on top of the building.
Uh-oh. I can't see you. Like, yeah, no, that's not good. So, for some reason,
red grid
yes,
array.
I can see you on the server. I can't see you on my screen, which is not a good state of affairs. Yeah, are you talking about the guy with the words projector games above him?
Nope. The guy who's called says unknown.
Is it going up and down?
Nope.
Yeah, you're staring at the host. I don't know why the host hasn't given you its name. This is why I need to be a client, you see, so maybe I can actually have some of these things happen to me.
Yeah. Oh, someone joined.
Yes, babe.
Doing the square brackets.
Possibly not. Legion zombies don't work either.
I can't see any square brackets.
Ah, I can see you now.
Oh, there you are. It's over here.
Yeah, that's the server. I don't know why he's called unknown to you.
What did you say?
So he's called unknown specifically because he has never sent you his name.
Ah.
Which seems unlikely.
Oh, there's going to be Projector Games' game server or something. There could really be Projector Games. Also, you look a bit... Oh no, you're not doing it as well.
Instance.
Where you intersect with the water, your model isn't showing.
Turn your water detail up if that bothers you.
It does bother me, yes. Ooh, pretty water. Oh, there we go. There's reflections now. Legs and reflections. That's better.
Yeah, 6 is quite good, but slower.
For an Xbox, you mean? Ah, I've got no feet! Ah, what's going on? Oh, that's good. Wow, how did you do that?
What, the reflection and refraction? There.
If I look down at the water,
Yeah.
obviously then the top of the screen starts showing me the inverse reflection of the thing I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah. There's this because
That's cool.
I'm just overdoing it slightly. Do you like the water stuff?
Yes. I think I've got 14. How many relics have I got?
Yeah, it's something to do with the clamping on the refraction. If you go too low, it just gets a little bit inaccurate.
Oh, I see.
So I'm trying to work out. So when it says unknown, hold on. Have I accidentally commented out the code? The game will be $5, as I said. Yes, we'll say accepting peer-to-peer requests from, but I don't know who you are. If you're not my friend, And I don't think Steam thinks you're in the lobby because you're not an authenticated user. Again, I have never quite worked that out. Also, James, I assume you're on the stream. You said, I found a bug about the blocks. I have 3 major block games out there. Which one are you talking about? People said to me, can I get a key for your game? I'm like, which one? I'm just trying to work out, by the way, because if you're called unknown, what I'll do is I'll say... Okay, that should actually be in a different order. Yeah, okay, which FortressCraft? The original, right. Yes, it's because we don't regenerate the world data. If it's incorrect, there's no way of looking it up. I'm afraid.
Just remind me, how many people worked on this?
Now, see, that's a very difficult question to ask.
Oh, well, what happened there?
I don't know.
It went joining server and the sort of the thing redrew the screen and then came back in again. Ignoring player from unknown, timing out. Player of type E gameplay.
That's me. I've just left and I've just timed out. Yeah, how many people worked on it is an odd question. How many? I did 97 or 98% of the programming. How many people worked on it? About 11. Some of them only did a couple of lines. So it's a very very odd.
Oh, because some people did the demo. What you call it?
No, like Nick did a bit, and Rob did a bit, and the sound effect. 4 people did the sound effects, but they didn't do very much each.
Yeah. How do the boxes know they're supposed to go down that tube? It's just because they're rammed in there.
I don't know. I'm not in the. I'm not currently. I'm in the code in a second.
Okay.
So I'm going to change. So I'm going to try and fix this. So pending. James, I don't. Again, I've had a number of people offer to playtest it for me. Does the fact that the day before release I'm waiting around in the code base trying to work out why people are getting kicked out strike you as the game is ready to unleash for playtesting? I don't need any playtesters. I need better code. I'm not particularly confident about a lot of stuff. I've seen corrupted worlds today. So I appreciate it. Totally I do. But I don't really... Not really needing it right now. So you're not friends with Projector Games then? Okay. But you didn't send him your name. Why would you not have done that, Brian?
And again, just rejoined some sort of... Oh, on P2P session connect... Let me just grab that before it disappears off the top of that thing. Come back.
That could be because you might still trying to be talked to. You might still be trying to talk to me.
That one. That. That doesn't need to be 4 meg. There we go. That message, long string at the top, on P2P session connect failed connect. Called stream ID remote, blah, with error KEPT. I think that's probably a Steam thing, I guess. I don't know. Want to re-enter the server call, but then I get some of the screen. You know, when you first load in, you get the sort of dots that go up and down the screen.
Yeah, here we go. Client beginning joining a server. You're joining me for some reason. That's the issue.
Ooh.
So your client has got confused as hell.
Oof. Quit and reload?
Well, no, leave it broken for the moment. Huh. That's awesome, Slim. Didn't know there was a FortressCraft 2. So let me get the FortressCraft Total Minor Conversion has to just chuck away most of the things that make FortressCraft then. Like all the custom blocks. I can see it like there. Even there, you've got no doors. But yeah, the reason you got the facet data is I rely on the facet data being correct. If it ever gets corrupted, yeah. So the thing is, Max, you I'm going to. I put a piece of code back in, and I'm going to take it out again. So the piece of code, when oh no, we've lost the connection. Let's redo it. But what's happened is you've disconnected from me, and then you have.
Oh, and again.
Then you have decided to connect to me. I'm not even running the game right now.
Yeah.
Warning, retrans server call.
What does re-entrant actually mean, apart from some sort of dodgy sex routine?
No, it means it's already it's inside the function, and it's trying to enter the function again from a different thread.
Ooh.
Now. Oh yeah, of course. So you've lost the peer-to-peer connection with me rather than clear it down. That's the bug. But I don't know who you failed to connect to. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay, so was this our server? Yeah, I just blindly joined that server. I'm the client. I should never have done that. Equals current server ID. Else console dot write line lost connection in a dirty way to yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Right, what was I trying to do before you distracted me with? We were trying to fix the fact you thought it was unknown, which might be related to that, but I can't find the line of code that sends the name. Client intro packet? So we send the client intro packet, which sets our gamer tag. And then when we receive a client intro packet, intro packet received from. I'm also trying to clear up some of the spam, so the log file is actually a bit more useful.
Yeah, I have that problem in my work. People trying to bash, well, in some of my products bash buttons and it doesn't do anything when the product's stopped, but it just absolutely spams the hell out of the log. You know, I can't tell what the hell was happening before that because it's full of shit. And I need to know what happened before they started pressing buttons. But, oh well, can't try that. Well, yeah, you could. You can stop it spamming the bloody log.
Right, so I'm probably going to have to update the server.
Okay, well,
The
give me a
build.
warning. That's fine.
It's all right. Well, no, what we'll do is we'll leave it for the moment because that's actually a client fix. I'd be quite surprised if your. To be fair, Relic collection is local anyway.
Oh, okay, fine.
Also, I noticed the water setting isn't saved. Oh, yes, it is. I'm wrong. Damn, spider bot looks awesome walking through the water. Oh, RD Trots, in that case, it'll be $1 million for FortressCraft. He says you can't put a price on nostalgia. Think you find I can. What price nostalgia? A $5. I wish we had all these nice reinforced blocks. I really like them. As I was saying, it's amusing because these blocks are called reinforced, this, that, and the other, but they didn't have a use until FortressCraft evolved. And there's no concept of strong or weak blocks in this game.
Yeah.
They just are.
It looks like a piece of block contained within a piece of metal.
Yeah, but like they're the same as every
so-
other block. But in FortressCraft Evolved, blocks actually had different behaviors, and reinforced blocks were actually armored.
Oh, I see. Oh, is this a Shepherd Wishit tone?
No,
Will it
no,
finally
it's,
change?
no, it's just a loop.
Oh.
It just changes as you get closer. The pitch goes up.
Oh, okay. No, 'cause it's not going up and up and up and up and up, is it? No.
Yeah, I've never found a good use to use the Shepherd Wrist in any of my games. They're so awesome.
Apart from acceleration.
Yeah, but like no, in one of my games rather than a work
One of the,
game.
oh, one of the, yeah.
Quantum League is about to be released. They're doing a key drop event over the weekend.
We need a new term for that, don't we? This concept of releasing a game that I could already give money for. It's like a Factorio won or got nominated for best debut game this year. Like
What?
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, because it came out of early access, so it got released only last year. It's like it didn't though, did it? Like I don't care what tag you give it. If I can give you money and download it, it's released. We don't have a good term for that, do we, in the gaming industry? We do.
Well,
Release.
alpha, beta, that sort
Yeah.
of thing is the only way we've been able to. Because once you've got a piece of software, it's binary. It either works properly or it doesn't work properly. And if it doesn't work properly, as in from the user's point of view, it's just a piece of shit that would never get any more followings.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously it was working okay.
Because early
It was just
access has
tweaking and,
circumvented that.
Yeah, but it's early access. But if it is a game project that I can give them money and download and play now, that's released. It doesn't matter whether it's early access or not. It's still released. You know,
At least 1 year in early access is not excessive amount. The Factorio was in multiple.
yeah,
it was
Factorio
in there
was.
for a long time.
I want to say 10 years, but it wasn't quite that. 6 or 7 years probably.
It does feel like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what annoyed me because they kept on refactoring the science packs. So you're like, oh yeah, I've made a real cool world with, making loads of science packs. Oh, they've just redone how the science packs works. Oh, you got to throw what you've done and stick it in the bin. Oh, which is
Yeah, I
green
don't,
sparkles.
whereas I don't mind that. In fact, in Mindustry.
Hey, two twin blades of exacting separation. Spelt wrong.
No, it isn't.
Separation. It's separation, isn't it? Or am I confused?
Isn't one a verb, one a noun? It might be spelled wrong. If so, no one's ever told me.
Check spelling separation.
There's a rat in separation, isn't there?
Yes.
Separation.
It's also pretty funny in that they are being liberal with the keys. So it might be that they're like soft going into free to play. But if they have lots of free access people, now that they have way to buy the in-game currency, they can go to free to play.
It should be. There's no such word as separate. It is only separate.
Yeah. I know I'm appearing on my relic log, or it is relics. I can switch on and off.
I am going to fix that one because I don't want it to be spelled wrong. Yeah, in hunt mode, you enable optical camo, so I can't see you, but you enable thermo camo, so I can't see very well, and I have to kill people.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not completed either, is it, Clegion? Because they're still working on that. It's not completed. These words don't
Well,
work.
what does Microsoft use? Microsoft used the words in the if you go to XP days, it was the release, and there was a service pack.
Service pack,
Isn't it?
yeah.
And then there was patches, and then there are other companies I work with. They have the release, and there's update, patch, service pack, that sort of thing. So they're all sort of trying to say that it's the base product, and then there's this stuff that goes on it, and then there's other stuff that goes on top of that, and then on top of that you get patches and hot fixes, which are basically a nice way of saying bug fixes and things like that. So you kind of, which obviously with platforms like Steam, there is no concept of an update and a patch and things. It's just here it is. You now got the current version of the game.
Yeah. So FortressCraft, I always refer to it as content patch. So FortressCraft got whatever it was, 20, 28, 29 content patches. This game had 11 content patches. So I made clear, I hope, that they weren't just bug fixes, that they actually added to and improved the game.
Yeah. My relic list doesn't include all the things.
It doesn't what, sorry?
Doesn't include all the things, all the relics.
Some of them you can't use because you're not a host.
Oh, I see. But it doesn't tell me. I can't go and say, what I've got 15 out of 15 relics, great, but I can only see some of them. Maybe it should be. It's pretty too late, but switching them on and off, just say off and then have brackets. You can't turn this on because da da da.
Well, under the
Maybe that's too much difficulty. I
wait,
don't know.
under the relics menu.
I have to join a server again.
Oh, from the main menu. Okay, now you've confused me. So you're not in a server. So how do you know?
I am in a. I was in a server. The main menu. Sorry, I wasn't in a server.
All right.
And it said I've got
15 out of 15.
15 out of 15 relics.
Yeah. And so
When I
you
join
don't.
a world,
And you can use some of them. Yes.
I can't tell which ones I have and haven't got.
Well, you've got all of
Well,
them.
now I've got 15.
You got
Yeah, but I
15.
don't know what they're called, for example.
But yeah, if you
Sending initial packet to visitor #0 brackets DJR guess.
yeah, remember I have
0%
done
loaded.
I have done a bunch of fixes. Yeah, I mean earlier it broke, but yeah, your one might. I assume you've restarted the server since we worked out that you were talking to me as a server.
Couldn't get
No,
on the server.
wait, it
Oh,
should
and that just closed itself and forced itself away. Okay.
because mine didn't connect to the server, then it did. But yeah, I have just fixed you treating, or not you personally, treating clients as servers.
Okay, so I join a world. There's only one. Flip to games lockdown now. Joining that. Ignoring a packet from unknown, timing out player of type E gameplay, but the server actually isn't loading.
Patience. After a few seconds,
0% loaded.
yeah, after a few seconds, what will happen is you'll time out. Right, I think you've just timed out, and then you'll send me a
Right.
message, and then you'll reconnect. But it might be
Server's closed. We'll go to another server now. Boof, closed, crashed. Well, not closed, crashed, but it's
not
gone.
crashed. It's not crashed. It's what the game's closed.
There is nothing. There is no UI. There is no log.
I've
It has gone.
No idea what that is.
Yeah. I would grab what's coming out the log, but I can't. Is there any forcing that log into a file?
Not as far as I know. Again, this is what you're talking about is what XNA provided me. I
Yeah.
might be able to send that out to a log, but I don't. I certainly don't have any facility to right now.
I have to run it from Steam. I have to run the executable outside of Steam, I guess. Would that work?
If you run the executable outside of Steam and pipe it to a log, it might work.
That's
Maybe.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll try.
That'd be quite cool. So, Shauker, is Quantum League actually shipping as free to play then, or are they just planning
They
to?
are on the 15th or 14th, but this might be like their streamer push. They're going to release a map on release, but now it's like the marketing ramp up is probably now.
I'm just going to go onto the server and
Any Twitch streamer that does the category Quantum League will drop keys for the viewers. I understood it that way.
yeah, I've never really understood all that Twitch stuff. I don't really follow it enough. Because if that's the case, Max, what I could actually do is edit that into the command line. So when you boot up the game, it actually outputs everything to a log instead of to that window.
Well, I'm just going to see what it does. There's an output.log file. I'm just going to stick it into Notepad++ because that can read files that are currently open. Where's it got to? It's definitely trying.
Really, I should be turning off all logging. Like, really. I just don't.
Yep, that works.
Oh, cool. Was it just literally executable pipe to...
Yeah. It spat a couple of things out after I did that, but most of it's going to the log file.
Pipe or redirect did you use?
Pipe. Great redirect. Great then.
Right, great then. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if I just do this thing, press start, join world.
Everything-
That's got 2 people in now.
Everything change. Pop. Yeah. I love custom blocks so much. I really do.
It works with 2 people in the server. That's weird.
I'm surprised it's... Oh, yeah, it works as long as I've changed idle status. It's fixed now.
Yeah.
The bug
Yeah.
was I never updated the number of... I updated the number, but never told Steam. So that's fixed now.
Also, redirecting it out to a log file means presumably that window then doesn't have to open.
I don't know if I could... Did you? Does the window not open?
Well, I've opened it from a command prompt, so the command prompt's there.
Yeah, it would just be the same. The command prompt would just be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd worry about it, but that's exactly how the Valheim server works. So it's one of those, like... Yeah.
Oh, because it's a server and a client at the same
Well,
time.
no, it's just because they open up a log. That's why if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.
So I've got unknown and DJ Arcus still.
That's good.
But the unknown's moving.
Yeah, it's me. That's the server. Why I'm unknown, that remains to be seen. But we'll update in a moment. I was just updating these customs. So now the boxes aren't floating in the air. Boxes are now actually landing on something that looks a little bit like a conveyor belt. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Why
like...
do they land inside each other, not sort of pile up?
Because there's no
Not
physics. Wow.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know.
I'm just.
I don't know how
why is there no sort of block deleted or some sort of other sort of?
Because they have. Well, so if you have 10,000 blocks in the world, you have to
Yeah.
do, what is it, 100 million calculations to see if they're intercolliding with each other.
Oof. It's not just a simple. Well, I don't know.
No, there isn't.
So do they go on forever or when they block into each other? They just sort of stop.
No, once they stop, once they've stopped for 5 seconds,
They delete.
they disappear. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can't see why I've done that. I've done wrong.
You're in your mad block elevator. There's supposed to be some here which just a. Oh, maybe that's just a. I don't know.
What?
Some
Yes.
boxes that are just bashing into each other constantly, never actually achieving exit.
No, I think they all achieve exit because they go up, down, land on the conveyor belt, and then leave.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I think they have to. They are deterministic, so there's no randomness at all.
Yeah. What do you make? What's happening over here? You're making boxes over here. At the beginning of the line.
Yeah, so factories. So a factory that gets hit by a laser beam or a pressure pad generates an object. So it's possible to do stuff like when you get a pressure pad happen, an object spawns. You can do stuff like that. It's really cool.
Like a block of TNT. And then explode it.
I don't think so.
So bluey.
I'm gonna. Oh, I can't try. I'm not the host. I love this. This is a temporary workaround. I tell lies. Once I put a normal block on top of a... Yes, if you put a custom block on top of a doodad, then it outputs that custom... Then it outputs that custom block instead of the standard one. I think it continues to animate. Oh. Yeah, even continue to animate on the conveyor. Yeah, most of these don't have a laser firing at them, so they're not doing anything.
Huh.
But yeah, normal blocks don't do anything. It has to be a custom block. Right. I think this server is awesome. I like that. I do love the Saki messages. So if you like it, it goes, DJ Arcus likes your world. If you try and hacks the votes, it just says DJ Arcus really likes your world. Because you can't vote for the same world twice in one session.
Yeah.
So you're mentioning, oh, is it not abusable? In theory it is, but the way you have to do it is I have to start up the server, you join, vote for me, and then us both quit. So in theory, yes. In practice, you need tens of thousands of votes. It's not practical.
So that sort of disconnect reconnect thing. You still on the server?
No, I've disconnected. I'm just uploading a new build now.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to quit?
You will have to quit, yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to update the server. All of the fixes. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's certainly come a long way in the last couple of days. I just wish I had whole bunch more. While I
So, I've got an interesting thing there. So, this is just me dumping things out. But
while I'm just waiting for the build to update a second, I will quickly. I don't know if you've got the stream open. I'll just show you the game I came across earlier, because it's really
I haven't, but I've got one button to get into it. So
it's called Sandship, and I'm like, ooh, it looks lovely. Did the build get uploaded yet?
This is the BlueStacks thing.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, so you've got this game where you're this big tracked vehicle going along, and the faster, and you're picking up sand, and you turn sand into different things. So I can go into one of my...
it's like a sand crawler. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, but then inside, you've got this... Why does Factorio not look like this? This is how Factorio should look.
Oh, because you're spitting things out as you go along, yeah. Oh, that's inside the factory.
Yeah. I'm really, really impressed with it. I mean, it's got a story going on that's slightly...
Well, I suppose, this may
but-
be horribly unfair, and I apologise in advance for my crass, massive misunderstanding, but the graphics can be replaced at any point in terms of what they actually, as long as they animate the same. So I
but
guess
this
in
looks
some
lovely.
cases they go, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Oh, I've shipped it.
But this has one unique feature. Now, what happens here? Up in the top left, and I'm sorry, the stream's behind. Up in the top left, I'm getting iron ore, and then I smelt the iron ore. So you have to have the iron ore hot to stamp it, but you have to have it. You have to have it cold to cut it. So you can see here that they're getting cooler, and I'm like, ooh, because one thing I've always wanted is the ability to force players to make longer conveyor runs, and it's right there. It's like, that's cool.
Because they always put one thing into another thing, just put side by side, don't they? Yeah.
But in this case, you've got a system to stop you doing that. But yeah, this is a lovely lovely art style, absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
And I will send off my...
I will say, I'm almost level 20 with that game, and the memory leaks on that game are absolutely disgusting.
What do you play it on? Like on an actual phone or?
But it's built for. I've confirmed it with the Discord.
But do you play it on a mobile phone?
Regular Android phone.
Okay. Because I'm playing it obviously on BlueStacks, which has effectively unlimited. Plus, I restart it anyway. But yeah, it looks lovely. I am very much taken with it.
I can't play it for about 5 minutes before the entire game crashes out.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Have they stopped developing
Like if I open a filter conveyor, it immediately crashes. No, he's working on it right now. He's got a Discord.
But yeah, the art's lovely. Absolutely. I like the idea of the mobile base.
It's a fun game, though. It did a very good job.
Wow.
Are you playing the Easter stuff right now?
No, it tells me to use an Easter booster, but I don't think I get them anymore. I think it's broken.
A booster. You've got to go to the shop and get it.
You got
to go to the shop. It's very poorly put in the game.
I've got the Easter booster. It doesn't appear under my boosters. I have a funny feeling it's broken because the event has gone.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't really care anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so hopefully, Max, then
Fair
we can rejoin the server.
It's a very good game.
Yes, no, it looks nice. I like the idea of the
love
mobile
the
factory.
premise of it.
Update.
Which is something I like.
The premise is just fantastic.
Well,
your resources come from the sand that the planet's made out of.
It's very June 2000.
Yes, I'm gonna.
What?
Oh, come on,
Yes.
PowerShell. Oh, because it's not running as open or something stupid like that. Can I really? Whatever. PowerShell's being a shit. So that log file would be useful potentially in debugging. So I'm going to try and do that again. But I've got to switch over to the path I need to launch it.
Wait, I don't know if you can see that on stream. Could Microsoft not afford a texture that wasn't blurry as shit? That's appalling. Okay.
Oh, it just crashed it. Oh, because it's the first new thingy. Yeah, Avast is going. Oh, I should check it.
And let me know that the server says 2 out of 8 people.
File name undefined, file path undefined, detected by cyber capture. We didn't find detected undefined. The fuck?
That's so annoying.
That's a vast being just a bit flaky there.
I haven't had a vast flag yet on mine, interestingly.
Oh.
Then again, if there's a heuristics option, I would always turn it off because it's always pointless and stupid. Okay, so I'm called Projector Games, and so's he. Sorry, I'm DJ Needs Projector Games. I have a terrible skin on.
I've got one world, 2 people in it. Projector Games.
Good.
So if quick if it's to 0, DGR gas. What's that sort of loud click and the red flash? Like you've taken damage, but not.
Don't know. Did you choose a... Oh, you deleted your save data, didn't you, to try and get around the bug?
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't selected a skin. You just select a better skin.
I did choose one.
Oh.
But I've been in and out several times.
But it should have remembered it. Yeah, it's just...
Which one am I in?
I think you're just like in Explorer 1, which is rubbish.
Where is it? Oh, okay. I did change it at some point to the Adventurer. How do I make it change? Make it change? Is that it? I can't tell.
That one's actually broken, I'm afraid.
Oh, Bling, Frozen Explorer.
Yeah, for Explorer Santa. That Santa is so bad. Oh, why is Spectrum mode broken? What the hell? I swear there are some bugs when you're using the jetpack and it gets confused. Oh. Great. Why are all these stopped working?
The problem is I've got a choice of skins, but I don't know what they do or what they look like.
Yeah, I need a mirror. You're on the Tron one. I mean, the Bit Warrior.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, basically, we've got Samus, Optimus Prime, Buzz Lightyear, but they've all got slightly different names. And basically, I said to Todd, do Buzz Lightyear, but without looking at Buzz Lightyear. If that makes sense. Draw a character with a green helmet and green shoulders and a purple waistband and white thighs, but don't, whatever you do, go and look at pictures of Buzz Lightyear. So it's reminiscent of it. But actually not a...
My first spacesuit. Yeah.
I like my first... I like the My First stuff.
Glad you find it, or you found space or sand ship after I told you about it.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I was playing Factory Idol earlier.
No, it's fine.
What was the other one? I was looking at a few games. What's the other one I played? So I've been playing NGO Industries because it's awesome. Then I played Industry Idol, which isn't. And then I had a quick poke, and then I found it, Max. I found my Factory Idol save.
Oh, nice.
Well, that sounds
So I
lovely.
put that key in the key safe. So
You were very
Yeah.
sad when you lost that.
Yeah, well, basically, I had to search for, not Factory Idol, I just had to search for user key. That was it, user key. But I actually booted it up today, fixed some of my research, and I'm like, yep, I'll see you in about. But I have 267,000 bonus ticks. So I'm like, I've built up 250,000 bonus ticks in the 18 months or so since I last played it. This game, by
That's
the
only
way,
1 day's worth or something, isn't it? Or no, it's not very long.
I don't know. Honestly, if you've not played it, I can recommend this game highly. It is fantastic. Looks terrible, absolutely amazing.
Huh. Interesting.
But I never unlocked the last factory. I'm about a quarter of the way to it. I have 284 quadrillion. I need 1 quintillion.
Now you're asking. I might as well look as well.
But yeah, I've now spent
Hilariously good numbers.
2,000 of my bonus ticks. It just needs to run for a long time. Lovely game. Really, really good. Looks like arse. But yeah, Sand Factory looks great.
But yeah. I did get a good chuckle when I saw that their splitters were Factorio splitters. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
don't get in trouble for that.
Oh, it's obvious. What got me? I saw it and I was like, oh, I like the inserters, and that was it. That was my. I'm interested. It's got robot arms inserters. Why does it always forget Bloom? Every time I run it, I've turned Bloom on. I don't know why. So, Max, can you see Projector Games, or was he still unknown to you?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
Person up here has no. Oh, I'm not seeing any names now.
Uh-oh.
Did you turn the HUD off?
Yeah. Oh, that was freaky.
What?
Possibly. So something's happening between you and him, where a copy of him is coming out of you and going into him. But as it comes out of you, it's your skin, and then changes to his skin, and then goes into him.
So I haven't seen this bug. If I could see this bug, I could damn well fix it. It's really annoying. Can you? So, but you can't see our names.
Oh, now it came out of him. I went to you now. Him,
Yeah, can you see the
went to him.
names? I understand.
No,
What
no. Have I turned something off?
possibly under Machinima, make sure that nameplates is on and HUD is on.
Oh, nameplate's off, HUD's off.
Well, that'll
There
be
we
why.
go. Okay. You're both DJ Arcus. Oh, now DJ Arcus is going from him to. From
Yeah,
you
forget
to
the forget the
none.
ghost. Forget the ghost. That's totally irrelevant. Can you see Projector Games' name above Projector Games?
No. It's unknown. And then you're walking to it and
So
changing
he's-
into that
so
skin
he's-
and becoming DJ Arcus.
So he's unknown. Can you send me that log
Yeah.
file?
I can. I'll have to quit.
Do you? Just make a copy of it.
I could, but it's going to be garbage at the end.
It doesn't matter. I'm looking specifically for. You should have named it. I specifically have different messages for someone joining, a friend joining.
Yep.
Yeah, say here. Added new friend. Yeah. Added new network player host. Ah. Right. That's not right. Added new network player Dr. Realism. Well, that's not right, is it? Then you've added unknown, which is fine. Yeah, so you've added yourself. How have you done that? I added code to not allow you to do that. So is that Tad?
No,
You said something.
just impressive. Yeah, impressive. Doing things he's not supposed to do.
It's... Wait, where's the code? So if your connection ID... unless this happens before we set the cached Steam ID? Where do we set the cache? Get unique ID. Oh! Yeah, this is a timing issue. So if you get a packet from someone before you've tried to send a packet to someone, you will add yourself in. So the server has... I'm going to have to just update the cache Steam ID. If network integration.cache Steam ID equals 0, network integration.get unique ID. Yeah. So that'll be the issue. That's what this ghost player is. Damn it.
Ah.
I only just made the build as well. All right, then. Off we go. I can actually possibly make that into a launch option as well. The log. Unfortunately, I just call console.writelines. I'd have to capture all console.writelines and redirect it to a file. But this is a client issue, so I don't need to reboot the server. But I will get you to get the build. There you go. If you grab that, I'll join first, and you join second, and we'll see if we can reproduce it. Because what's happened is, so you were basically off by 1. You had yourself in the update list, so everything else was just out a bit.
So wait for my client to notice there's an update.
Nah, just verify cache or restart Steam, whichever's easiest.
Okay. Oh, restart Steam.
Yeah, I've just got the local files window permanently open so I can instantly re-verify. But I've never seen that ghost one, so it's going to be a timing issue. Probably because I'm on a LAN and you're on the internet. So for me, it's a millisecond. For you, it's 50 milliseconds.
Oh, I still got unknown and DJ Arcas.
Can't hear it. Okay. Okay, so can you send me your log file again?
Okay.
But so just before you do that, there's no ghost. There's no gibber. You just got DJ Arcus as something stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sparkle and Pop. I am so sorry. I don't have any guinea pigs to show you. See, I remembered who you are. I can't remember your name. I just remember you've got guinea pigs. I would show you my cat, but she. At the top of my house, I've got like a chair, and the chair is just there temporarily, but it's the highest part of my house. So she just sleeps there now because she can gaze down upon us. But yes, I am releasing a game tomorrow. Okay, so let's just check. Awesome. So at no point did you add yourself as your own friend. That's a good start. You have received a client intro packet from DJ Arcus, and you have received a client server intro packet, and a client intro packet from unknown. Oh no, you sent an intro. Oh, the server never sent you an intro packet. Why not? Hold on, maybe I should look. Oh, damn it, you're not in the server. Can you rejoin the server then?
Okay.
So this is why I unfriended Brett on Steam, so I could make sure. What have you been playing this evening, Sparkle and Pop? I know you were playing Hollow Knight. I never got on with. I don't know.
Says it's idle. Well, there are 3 players in it.
Yeah. I just find all these indie games just a bit like indie platformers. They just don't really gel with me. I don't know why. And it still says unknown, does it?
Yep.
Because it sent you a intro packet. So you received an intro packet from me. Sending game version to host, sending game version to unknown, acknowledging version to unknown. Because unknown is the server. You don't know what the server's called yet. Got server intro packet. Oh, I need to move this message. Error. There's not actually an error. I just needed to find something I could search for. And I've learned my lesson. I used to just put the word boobs a lot. And then one day, someone managed to corrupt the FortressCraft data files, and all of the text is under the word boobs. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Lucky you didn't choose an expletive, eh?
Yes, at least I can get away with boobs. You can't get away with, Hitler was right or something.
Yeah.
Always your go-to.
Always my go-to. Well, yeah. With that, I try and say something that's not particularly offensive, but no one could actually think I was being serious. One hopes.
Yes.
One hopes.
One hopes.
Hmm.
Just for the record, I just want to be clear. Hitler was not right. Just absolutely.
No.
Just want to be very, very clear about that.
He was kind of a git.
I'm a bit. I don't know if I updated the server because I've got this message. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. That's all. If fail message type not equal to packet type dot server sent heartbeat. Oh, it's a message. I don't care about messages. Yeah. So for some reason, Max, the server has not sent you the message saying who you are.
Who I am.
Yeah.
Who it is.
Yeah. No. Well, the thing is, the only real way to fix this is I'm gonna have to unfriend you on Steam and you join
What?
me because you are my friend and I'm the server, but the server and the debug machine is not the same. So I'm gonna unfriend you.
Okay. Do I have to unfriend you as well?
Whatever, noob. We're not friends, loser. Anyway, so if you join my
So
server,
mean.
oops, sorry,
Does the stop button? Oh, that's fine.
I've just joined LockDown LAN by accident.
Does it matter that it's complaining about source tier 0 thread tool CPP 3553 as option failed blah?
That's Steam.
Ah. Don't wonder why it's coming out of it, even though I've redirected it out, but that's fine.
Yeah, because that's coming out of a DLL.
Thread tools. I guess, something.
But I have done as much as I can on this, but I am very bound by my limits. Anyway, so I am now in a server.
So if I'm not your friend, what does
All
that
that-
mean?
that
If I'm
means-
yours but you're not mine, how does that work?
So, if you're not my friend or I'm not your friend, when I ask Steam, what's this person's name, it won't tell me. We either have to be in the same lobby, which doesn't work, or I've written code to specifically send it. So hopefully now, if you join, well, I'm hoping you see me as unknown, in which case we can then debug it.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, the machine that you were joining doesn't have a debugger attached, so I can't.
Which one do I
actually-
join?
DJ Arcus,
Okay.
your friend. So I've got your name. There's Dr. Realism. And I'm hoping you come back, or I come back as unknown.
So I should have two lots of unknown, but the same skins.
No, because Project Games isn't in the server. Just waiting for you to load now.
Okay, loading in now. Looking down. Although I spawned looking at the sky, but I did. DJ Arcas.
Okay, maybe you should unfriend me as well.
Okay.
Oh, let me kick. Oh, I was going to kick you. Never mind.
How do I find you in my friend
Rude.
list?
You mean I wasn't one of your favourites?
You were, but it's taking you out. No results for DJ Arcas anymore.
Oh, so we're not friends.
I don't know. I didn't do anything onto your account, your listing.
I mean, you were in my favourites, so.
Yeah, you were my favourites, but
Aw.
that doesn't mean.
Aw.
Yes, I don't know how to find you now.
Well,
Magical moment.
Unless it can.
so on the friends window, just
No,
on
no.
the friends window, and top right there is a magnifying glass, which would be a search.
Yes, it doesn't find you.
So I'm not
No,
your
that's
friend.
okay. Maybe let me just try restarting Steam just in case. There's some sort of
Okay.
dangly thingy.
I should actually be able to see. No, you're not my friend, but I knew who you were.
Past
The
tense.
gasp.
No,
Yeah.
like, I accepted a peer-to-peer request from, and I knew who you were at that point, and I shouldn't have. That call should have failed. So square bracket unknown square bracket is what Steam will tell me if we aren't connected in some way.
Right. Is there some sort of cache that's being maintained?
I really hope not. That would be very
So
bad.
I know this person's name because I've unfriended them, but I know their name.
Well, if it happens again, what I'll do is I will restart Steam as well.
Okay. Loading in.
Sending game version of Dark Realism. You are not my friend. I can see that, but I know who you are. That's really weird. That shouldn't happen. That's Valve being naughty. So I assume you.
Well, it's the point is that you've obviously known who I am in the past, so they know who I am presently. If I changed my name, then it probably wouldn't bring that up.
Also.
Yeah, I see Tijarkas.
Okay, it's going to be a bit hard to describe. So you can see me, right? And you can see me going up.
I can see your name.
Am I going up?
Yes.
Is it going up smoothly? Or jolt, jolt, jolt?
It was jolt, 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 and then it went smooth. I'm loading that area you're in.
Can you just go up and down?
Up and down.
That's
still
right.
loading the area you're in.
No, it's not. So that's not smooth. That's annoying. Cause I thought I fixed that. I will have another look at that. Okay, so let me restart Steam then. I need this to break because I can't fix it unless it breaks. Which I know seems obvious when I phrase it like that. The other thing is, bugs that you fix randomly, like bugs that go away, come back.
Yeah.
Right, I have restarted. Enter world. LockDown LAN. Right, I am in.
Lots of green boxes. It's struggling to load everything in at the moment for some reason.
Well, I have closed Steam and come back in. I don't know what you think you're going
Oh, finally. Right, there we go.
What server are you on?
Tijarkas' LockDown now.
I sincerely doubt that.
That was one I was on.
Oh, yeah, you were on, but I
Yeah, it took a while for it to work out that the server had gone.
Ah, right, yeah. Ah, here we go. You're now unknown. I no longer who you are. But you sent me an intro packet, so you've told me who you are.
Right.
Can you see me? You don't need to wait for the box display. If you hit square, during the load screen, if you just hit start, it will go through. So I don't force you to wait. So
yes,
who am I? Am I on it? Tell me I'm... What?
Yeah, I know who you are. It says your name right above you, Tijarkas.
Okay. Let me, on the server over there, let me join us. Now, you're not friends with Projector Games.
I've got an unknown. I've got Project Games.
But you've got an unknown... What? Yeah,
It's an unknown and then change to Project Games.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
down there.
The unknown, briefly, that means that Valve hasn't told you who you are, and then you have then been told by Project Games who you are.
Yeah. So now I see Project Games and you.
But why?
Tijarkas.
But why, when you join that one as a server, does it not work?
Mm.
Can you quit and rejoin because you'll be the third player on the server then?
Nah. You got it, man. Okay, so join world. Tijarkas LockDown LAN. It says 3 of 8 already, so I guess
Yeah.
it's taking a while to bring that value down.
I think it actually cleans up. I think it's slightly bad timing on that.
Yeah, fine.
Added new player pending. So you're pending. Then you get sent to unknown. Intro packet received from Dr. Realism.
I can see Project Games and Tijarkas.
I'll tell you what might be a bug though. It says player can build as true as is friend true. You should not be allowed to build because you're a guest. You're no longer my friend.
Yeah.
So under server options. So can you build anything anywhere? You shouldn't be. Like
No.
that. You can't. No, not here. You can't build at spawn anyway.
Oh,
Oh, I'm really annoyed. I thought I fixed the...
delete, build, yeah.
Right, that's a bug. That's a bad bug, because that means that people can grief your world. As is friend. Oh.
What?
I have a boolean that I never set.
Oh.
Hey, Henry.
Howdy.
I don't understand. But if it's never set, its default value should be false.
Yeah.
Is
Unless it's default is true,
No,
or
it's
you've
not.
not even initiated it.
Yeah, which means it's false. Here we go. New player.friend is true. Oh, whoops. Yeah, let's fix that right
You're
now.
my friend.
That's good. This should mean you can't build. I don't understand why you are seeing projector games as unknown.
I see Mr. Chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to in a second. Yeah, I will fix that. Now, hopefully, and we will check. We will ensure that you can't build. So I fixed the server.
Whoa. Something happened there.
So hopefully,
It said the server was 1206% loaded.
Yeah, I closed the server while you were loading.
I haven't reloaded it. It just went by. And then came back.
Oh, everyone's gone now.
Okay, I am back in. Henry
Should I quit the server?
Uh,
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow, at that time that takes a long time. That's
yes,
fine.
I have to wait for the peer-to-peer connection to drop, basically,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
reliant on Valve. So I see a Dr. Realism. Now, let me just check the message. It should say... I'm really annoyed the interpolation isn't working. Can you build backs? Obviously not the spawn. Mr. Chicken can build.
Nope.
Oh, good.
Trying to build a torch and touch something else.
Okay.
Right.
And let me just join you with this
The
server as
ground.
well.
Yeah, I fell through the ground.
So, what about the other player?
I saw them.
Chich Games, DJRS, Mr. Chicken.
What the hell? It's the worst kind of bug. Like, right, I'm going to fix this bug and I can't make it happen.
Oh, Chich Games disappeared.
Oh. I got an NRE. I got an NRE and I can't drag the window. Right, there we go. Parse all objects. Add object from cube. NRE. Oh, God. NRE in add object from cube. Yeah, the server just crashed. I'm just going to check that I have updated the server and like I didn't forget to get a patch. Oh, God damn it, just downloaded a patch, you silly bugger. Right, let me start a game up on the server, on the Project Games. Enter world. That might be related to the crash. It's managed to create a third world called No World Selected.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I could just do with another month of hard work. Can you... Oh. Can you please join Projector Games? And we'll see whether or not you think it's called Projector Games or Unknown.
I've got two servers, Dr. DJRS and Chich Games.
Right, I should probably fix this. Ignoring packet from unknown of type server vote. I think I won't ignore that one.
So new packet visitor 0 hash 0 unknown.
Did you want DJRS or Projector Games?
Projector Games.
Oh, now I've got unknown. Do you see unknown next to you, Mr. Chicken?
Yes, I do.
Good.
I wonder if this is another timing thing. Because I can't get that to happen. It appears to be. No, wait, hold on. This has got to be... There's definitely something wrong. So I'm still getting heartbeat messages. I'm quite impressed you managed to vote after you left, though. So that just means that you sent the quit packet. You sent the vote packet, then the quit packet, and they arrived in the other order.
The order. Yeah.
Hmm. Right, let me up the build again, because we shouldn't be now sending the heartbeat message, and the fact we are makes me a bit suspicious that that client has got a bit confused.
Why are people's reflections above their head, or behind and above them when you're looking at it from above and in water?
If you get the angle too steep, it can't render it properly. I don't know if that's what you're doing though.
It's hang on, their reflections above their head, basically.
Don't understand.
I'll show you a picture. It's basically their reflection in the water is in the water, but it's in the water behind them and coming away from them. But it looks like it's coming above them. Because I'm standing above them.
If you have multiple layers of water, like levels, it can't render the correct one. It can only render one plane of water. Me? I've not moved.
No, Mr. Chicken. Just dunk in the water again, so. There, go left a bit. That's it, a bit more. That's it. Stop there for 2 seconds.
Right.
Oh, I know what it is. Now I can see. So Mr. Chicken's legs are above his shoulders.
But it's only the reflection of his legs.
That's because avatars don't support clip planes.
Ah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I imagine it's some of the things you can't fix, but
Or won't fix.
I'm actually surprised it's broken. That should be just generic code. So what it does...
That's water level 6, though. I mean, if you take the water for level 4, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it splits the world into 2 parts. Renders the above part, then renders the below part, and then runs a shader on each of those. And then it has to then put the camera beneath it and then run an above and a below part. So the full water deal involves 4 re-renders of the world.
Wow.
Oh, horrid. We don't get to see it. Right, so I'm going to update the build, and that will mean no spam about server sent challenge, and I'm hoping that everything just gets fixed. Your faces are also serious in the game, by the way. It looks like you're doing a rap album. Like the cover. But it's not too bad now. Apart from those couple of corrupted worlds, which I'm pretty sure are crashes, this is all right. But I'm knackered. Oh god, it's Friday tomorrow, isn't it? Ugh, I'm supposed to be streaming all day. I might not. I am. I can't keep up. I'm knackered. Anyway, if you could join Project Games with the new. Did I update?
Re-download.
Yeah, I'm actually sure I actually updated. I think I just closed it and ran it again, but didn't update the build. Verify integrity. I did not. I love that it says all files successfully validated because it downloaded the patch quicker than it validated. So I know it's fine. Yeah, it's definitely fine. It's like, well, it wasn't fine when I hit start. Okay, cool. So there are the FortressCraft server is up, so if you can join, and we'll see if it's unknown. Add a new player pending. Set version handshake to unknown. You are not friends. You will not be allowed to build.
Yep.
Yes, what?
Can't build. I can't build.
Okay, but can you see my name?
Unknown.
So,
I don't know who that is. That's a person. That's
yeah,
not.
that's the
I don't know who that is.
Well, you do, because it's not Henry. It's not you.
Yeah.
So I haven't.
Am I standing in front of you?
I don't think the client sends both of them.
I can't see Mr. Chicken.
He's in the air.
I'm above you.
Ah.
Flying.
I I think I might know what it is, and it's going to be quite hard to fix. So, as a server, we send the server info packet. As a client, we send the client info packet. The server info packet does not contain the name of the server. I'm a bit surprised you could even see my skin.
It might be a default one, possibly. Change the skin.
I am under. I'm on the sort of browny yellowy one.
Red circle chest or red star.
Yeah. So this piece of code. Yeah, I can see what it is. Yeah. So that's exactly what it is. I'm just gonna chuck all my stuff on the floor. So yeah, all I need to do is change the format of this one to. So we do send the name of the server. In fact, we already do it. I just need to understand it. So I send it as the name of the server, but that's also my name. If packet type is server intro packet.
Hello.
Hey up.
Howdy.
Hey, yo. How's it
Stay
going?
down. Wait. What?
Server name. Where do I set that? Yeah. The client of the server's name. But the bit I don't get, I understand. So this will never have worked. So as a client, I will send you my name. As a server, I will send you the server name, but you never draw that above the player's name. So how could you see my name above my character? Unless Steam was still thinking we were friends. No, Horitz, I'm waiting on Valve. When Valve say yes, just waiting for it to turn up here or fail. So this is easy. So this is all the server's players name. Other than this, though, I think we haven't really had any major issues, have we? Don't think.
Oh, that's good. Give it time.
Shut up. lremoteplayer.name equals server name. There we go. Done. Now this will evolve a build for everyone because this is to change the packet format. Yeah, so one of the things that happened is we were under the impression when we shipped FortressCraft that X and A people had to update their build, but they don't. You could choose not to update your build. So I would put in a fix for a hack, and people didn't have to update to it. So I had to put versioning in. And so on the PlayStation and the Xbox, if you don't, you're never forced to update, but it just goes, yeah, you won't be allowed online. You know that, right? But in X and A, it went, nah, go online, old version, whatever. Yeah, I was thinking today about FortressCraft Phoenix and whether or not I actually want to start again on the code base and do it better or what. What I actually want to do is win the lottery and just get someone else to do it for me, and I can tell them everything I want in the game and tell them when it's not good enough.
Well, there you go. Aren't people doing that to you?
Yeah, and I'm doing an awesome job of it. But I haven't done much this week, obviously. Okay, enter world, lockdown land, start game. Okay, so you should be able to join now, and hopefully you will need to have restarted and updated your version though. Like totes.
Yep, have to.
Verify integrity.
So mine just noticed them here, have an update.
I did do the thing you said, Henry. So we've got two so I've also done a community post as well.
Yeah.
I never realised Valve had a vetting QC process. given the garbage they allow, but there's a game called Boobs versus Zombies. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to look at Boobs versus Zombies.
Everybody's look at boobs.
Game of the year.
Boobs versus zombies.
Oh my god, but then there's Boobs versus Zombies versus bikinis. It's £7.
So you pay money for it?
And then there is Hentai versus Evil, back for waifus.
Yeah.
Hentai versus Virus, I am waifu, and the Naked and Funny bundle, which is £27. My god, am I seriously? Wow, they've just about come up with nipples so they're going to get away with it.
Give the people what they want.
Wait, hold on. So we've got sort of Flash style anime. We've got
Unknown and Mr.
we've
Chicken
got
both standing at the same place.
super deformed pixel art, and then this is just a random mishmash of art. Oh dear. Did you say it still says unknown?
Oh,
Middle,
yeah.
top in the middle. Yeah.
I've got.
It's got two words there actually.
How did you come across this? What?
I
Someone
think it's
said,
got Mr. Chicken as well. Yeah, Mr. Chicken's teleporting between unknown and himself.
Ah, that's the host or something.
Yeah.
I guess, or ex-host.
can you bung us your
Unknown.
log then, Max?
Sure.
Ah, it's the penis land.
Now with
No, I
less,
think it's Penn Island.
I think it's got there's a bit less penis than there was. A bit less penisy.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I've also removed the blocks because there's no point in trying to crash the game. It's pointless, waste of time.
I succeeded though, so it wasn't pointless.
Well, no, because you didn't succeed, but there's no
I
point
did.
in
I
making.
crashed myself.
Not due to burning too many blocks, but there's just no point in trying.
Ah.
Okay. Server.
Could this world have the? I appear to be missing some stuff. As in all the blocks that were building and traveling
Yeah,
down.
no, I've cleared a lot. I said I'm not going out my way to try and crash the game.
Right.
We
okay, so
built
you
we
cleared all
built
that, right,
way more than we ever should have. It worked great. Not worrying about it.
Right, fine. So that's all removed. Can you see three? Hang on, I'm not looking at the stream. Can you see three build block creators? I can see 3 boxes being created.
3.
And that's it.
My goodness,
Brexit.
Horrid's in our chat. Does that happen?
Yeah, let me see what the stream's showing.
Yeah, someone's deleted all the conveyor. Oh dear, that's not good, is it?
What's
All
that?
all the conveyor belts are gone.
Ooh. Is this one here?
Now I did get a crash earlier, but yeah,
Is that one there?
the penis is gone and all this is reverted.
Well,
Because-
video unavailable. Hang on. Which one am I looking at?
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking on the server, which is not this. This is I'm not running on the server. I'm only running as a client. That's bad.
Yeah. My YouTube video's just decided to go down. Don't know if that was what I was watching on you or.
Anyway, let me fix one issue at a time.
YouTube stream is not available for me,
Well,
which is rather weird.
I'm afraid that's a you issue.
Yeah, suspected it is.
Max, can I
But-
absolutely verify you definitely restarted your... You've definitely updated before running this time? I don't print anything for that. Yeah, server join tells us there's 4096 to worry about. Okay, more printfs. Console.writeline.
Yeah, YouTube is saying video unavailable. That's strange.
One of us done automatic boob detection.
Yeah.
I've added in some more debug. Unfortunately, it's not happening for me. 100% of the time, it's not. Wait, is it? But it can't be unknown. That doesn't make any sense. because even if it's unknown, even if whatever I send in the server intro packet, if I send gibberish, as long as I didn't upload the word unknown to the server as the server name, because you are on, Projector Games' blah 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 server, aren't you? So yeah, so you know what it's called. Where do I render this? Are you? Is anyone still in the game that sees Projector Games as unknown? I think you are, Henry.
I can see us Projector Games.
You can see them as Projector Games.
Yes.
Max,
Hello?
can you just re-verify your client again and re-come back into
Yeah.
the Projector Games world? Because I think you didn't update it. I'm guessing. It's working for Henry, so that's good.
Update
Yeah,
you.
I've got 3 lasers here and no conveyors.
Yeah, that's worrying. So that means we've lost it all. Now, I have had some crashes. But these, I did these conveyors all the way along. So
Yeah, so I
they haven't reset.
4 players
We
on the
will,
server.
I mean, to be fair, in this particular case, it's a blessing. But that's not a good thing for the final game. Unrelated, Brett, when are we going to see if we can break the Eden servers with all your work? Because we still put it in.
I think I've managed to get almost all, at least all of the tier 1 stuff in, so it's more or less there.
How long do you think it's going to take you to do all of it?
Probably not too long.
You've done, well, you say that, but you've done a fifth of it and taken 2 weeks, so another 8 weeks. Because if you say, oh, but the rest will be quicker than that, I would like to point out to you that's bollocks.
No, you're not wrong.
Because people going, once the first one's done, that's bollocks.
I see Projector Games.
You see
Mr.
Projector
Jiggin,
Games.
Brett.
So you did have an update then.
Yeah.
Oh,
same
good.
update.
Good. Okay, good. Right. So that's fine. So next problem. So we need to work out what the hell happens. So this seems to reset the entire segment. So I'm going to join now on this computer. And we
Do we
will...
have to refriend you, by the way?
I suppose.
Don't
Well,
have to.
that was never. That was what confuses me is why you could still see my name even when we weren't friends. That makes no sense. Like there should be no cache for that system.
Uh-huh.
I wonder why it says that Brett is visitor 0. I don't know what that's about.
This is 0.
Yeah, it just goes sending blah 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 to visitor 0 Brett. It's like he's not though. But I'm hoping that if we don't get any more issues, and then tomorrow I'm going to work out a way to pack Paul's World into the server. Even if it's literally a quiet X copy, like a first time run thing. Like, file doesn't exist, just copy it.
Someone else doing DJ Arcas,
That's me.
just without any capitalization on it.
Huh? What?
Oh, everyone's keying S and it goes, no, you got that. Let me send you a screen grab.
That doesn't make any sense at all, what you just said.
Yeah.
Like, in English, the English does, but what you just said makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's not possible. DGR because we're lowercase is not possible, because that's not a real thing anywhere.
Right. Well, welcome to Steam.
Oh, yes. So DGR secondary is me.
Friends, right.
Oh, I have a friend. Ignore all. Report.
Spam, delete.
How'd I put you back as my favourite? So I've got you all as my favourites. So I never have to bother looking for you. So we can all. So if I really like, as I said, the rich presents. So there's rich present stuff we think we should do. Currently it just says exploring projector games is LockDown LAN. I haven't come up with anything cleverer than that. Because I could, update it. I could update, for instance, your height or how many blocks you've built or anything. Anything I've got the numbers for, I can do. Horrid, you weren't around for this game, were you? You're an evolved person rather than a chapter 1 person.
Silence.
Well, I better to type.
We have a tricorder?
It's the teleporter.
You're building with... Oh.
I've got the amputee mug. And just to be clear, just to check as well, you guys don't have access to the My First Pickaxe or the amputee mug or any of those things, except ones you should have access to, i.e. you bought the DLC.
What does the mug say on it?
Keep calm, make tea.
Amazing.
Have the pickaxe some kind of
Which
red,
pickaxe?
blue, and white
Sure, coffee
claw?
drinker.
The regular red tipped one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's amputee. It's not amputee.
What's the? Is that the
I think
which is the FortressCraft evolved?
That's true.
one?
Which I'm sure the spiffing Brit approves of.
The FortressCraft Evolve is the tech axe, so it's the sort of the black axe with the diamond and the pink diamond and the gold on it.
I don't think I've got.
Oh no, that's the Patreon one. The the FortressCraft one is the.
I'm
Hang on.
holding it
So
now.
that's the stock one. That's for Steam Heroes. That's for being a patron. That's for Nomancer. No, that's a FortressCraft Evolved. Yeah, so FortressCraft Evolved, you get sort of the build gun.
Mhm.
Which you might not know what I'm talking about, but it's the thing
Which
with
is awesome.
the blue and white thing. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
the build gun was a FortressCraft thing. So that was a throwback from FortressCraft 1 to FortressCraft 2. But I don't think anyone actually noticed it. I'm not even sure this ever made it into a live FortressCraft build. Because Chapter 11 wasn't released. Because we had X and A issues and then on live.
I have a green tipped flamey carbon fiber thing.
A green...
It's an unlock.
Oh, the Destructo Ray. Yeah, it lets you delete stuff from a long way away.
Right.
Oh, can you guys build? Sorry, I should change permissions. Can you guys build right now? You can't, can you? But
Nope.
No, I can't.
how about
Oh,
now?
no, I can.
And now you can?
Yep.
Yeah. And how about now?
Nope.
And what about now?
Nope.
Oh, I was kind of expecting you to get kicked then. I'm a little bit disappointed. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
you now have
there we
build
go.
permission.
Built.
I slept blocked. It doesn't kick
Quick,
you.
get TNT.
Probably should.
I'm not rendering the side of these blocks. Just realised.
Yeah, that's because the
Yeah.
world got corrupted.
Right.
So yeah, viz data is stored on disk. So if the viz data gets corrupted, it doesn't rebuild it because it's way too slow.
Mm. Just now back. Oh, someone's deleted stuff.
Yeah, it was me.
Right.
Oh damn it! I keep forgetting I'm not
Okey-dokey.
the host. I'm not allowed to make blocks.
I mean, Adam, about
Yes.
the hidden stuff. I will say, I don't know if I'll say faster, but it has got more efficient because I've had Max fix quite a few things.
Yes.
Oh god. So initially there was a bug with the copy feature that it's got, where if you copied one and then you edited the copy, it would also edit the original.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
it's CBV, not CBR.
Yeah. So for the first couple,
CBR,
like,
not CBV. Yeah.
it took him a little while to fix that one. So for the first day or so I was using the tool, I had to duplicate it, edit the new one, and then go back and fix the old one.
You could have probably duplicated it and then restarted the program. It would have been fine.
Maybe, but I don't know if that's far. Well, like, it didn't wipe all. It didn't overwrite all the data. It would just overwrite the name, like the second variable, for whatever reason.
Yes,
So-
copied it by reference, not by value, because it's using
think so,
classes,
yeah.
not structs.
Yeah.
Man, that was a killer. FortressCraft was my first crash course in CBV versus CBR. And, oh my god, it killed me. I had to rewrite all of FortressCraft from classes to structs. Like, all of it. Because the performance was just horrendous. Just couldn't do it. So,
Yo.
or was it the other way around? I can't remember now. I'd have to check the code.
Yeah, it has gotten faster. I just need to actually get it done.
Oh, I can do a factory that spits out random things. Ladders.
Random things.
I can also make it so it spits out smoke. Apparently. That one does not seem to work. Ah. Yeah, it does. It's just completely pathetic amounts of smoke. So what happens if I tell a conveyor belt to spit out smoke? One of my favourite things is the fact that as you edit those blocks in... Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Houston, we have a problem. I've edited the wrong block.
Uh-oh.
Is that going to break something horribly?
Yeah, all the conveyors are now smoke, not... Can you see all the conveyors? Can you see what they're doing?
Yeah.
Watch this. So as I altered the behaviours, that updates in real time.
That's fun.
I wait for the cool ones. Here we go.
God.
Twizzle. Grow strength. Small. Big. Jiggle. Wind. Dangle. Randomised facing. Very exciting. Dervish. Squish. Piston. Planetary. One of my favourites. Orbit. Green smoke. Smoke. Fire. But yeah, there has to be conveyor. I didn't mean to edit that one. I was a fool.
Mistakes were made.
Blamage happened.
Oh, hold on. Huh? Why? Oh, I have to leave. Conveyors maybe don't. I'd have to leave for that to take effect. Are these conveyors no longer acting as conveyors? Have I completely broken them? I can't collide with it. Okay. So I don't know how many people actually messed with this. I know Paul went absolutely to town on this, but I don't know whether most people did, most people didn't. I've got no way of finding out.
I feel like Paul went to town on everything.
He did. Is the conveyor belt working anywhere, by the way? I've just got stuff falling through it. I don't know why.
I can't see anything on a conveyor, so I can't see if anything is behaving as a conveyor. So, or the ones I can see that could be falling onto the conveyor aren't doing anything. With a bird tweet in my ear.
And what did the birdie say?
That says the bird is the wire.
Shut up. Everyone knows that the bird's the word. Yeah, whatever.
The bird.
There you
Bird's the
go.
word.
Come on. There it is.
Oh, wait a minute. This is... What? What? The conveyors aren't working like conveyors? What the hell? Like, this hasn't changed. I mean, if this is a bug, this was a bug in FortressCraft.
Convey, damn you.
Conveyance. Tell me you're conveyancing.
I was just trying to make a nice block that should take lighting. That's all I was trying to do. And accidentally overwrote my own...
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I know. So let me make another block called conveyor. No, hold on. Let me just make conveyor. But yes, I will see how I feel because a lot of the bugs we've got now are a bit too vague. And I said a lot of this is, how can I put it nicely? Like, if it doesn't do very well or doesn't have bugs, that's just kind of what I'm expecting. And it doesn't matter in that sense. I don't really think it's going to do very well. And I don't want to just spend my entire life on this because, as I've said before, much as I love this game, and I do love it to bits, it is very much my work. So if it is not doing very well, you know, I don't suspect it'll get bad reviews. It's better than the old FortressCraft ever was. Yeah, for some reason these blocks don't have any collision. I'm gonna rejoin and see if that fixes it for me. I think the road is epic. Oh, I can see Cledron's world up. Cledron, you don't have latest, or I haven't committed, probably more likely. I can tell because your server has, 0 people on it. I've got Gadget Gaz's world, I've got Paul's worlds, so I do have some. But I want to ship it with the Mines of Lesseria, I've called it.
Oh my, what was that?
If you quit and rejoin too quickly, I don't think it likes it very much.
So what you need is a little delay saying reticulating splines.
What? Well, no. What I need is it to clear down the packet stuff better. No, we should have closed. Yeah, client 996 removed. Reading network data of type player quit. Player already removed. Error. Player client already removed. Player quit. Closing peer-to-peer. And then I voted, and it promptly added me again. Damn it. That's not right. It wasn't supposed to. So yeah, if the vote packet arrives first, that confuses it. Ensure vote packet doesn't add in a new player, just deals with the vote. If I change the behavior of a conveyor, I fucked. Even if I restart, Paul? I wonder why. I assume if I restart and it's set to conveyor, it will just work. He says, hopefully.
It just works.
Just works. I am just going to close the server. But I'm closing on purpose whilst I am joining.
Should we be kicked at some point?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go. I'm back in. Whether it's on my server or the Ghost server, I'm not entirely sure. But...
No, it'll be my server. Because I closed it and ran it almost instantly. Ah, thank God Paul was wrong. So yeah, I restarted the server. I set it back to conveyor. I've restarted the server. It's fine.
Is it?
Yes, it's fine.
We can't see you, so we're on a ghost server then.
Yeah, so what happened is you left, that's fine, but then you probably tried to reconnect, which is not fine. And the server had come back up by that point.
So are we not getting a kick? Or should we get a kick thing at some point?
You should
I
get
can still see Brex moving.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're talking to each other, but none of you have seen the client. So yeah, you all need to quit and restart. Server quit should kick everyone. I don't think it does. I think it closes. I think what it does, it closes the connections, and you guys go, "Ooh, connection closed." So everything you guys are doing, I can hear you building, Max. You need to quit. Everything you're doing, basically, you send another packet to the server, which goes, "Oh, cool," and then it opens up the peer-to-peer connection again. So that's the issue there. But I don't know why the server is not emptying properly. Like when I quit, obviously I should.
The connection closing should be a bit of a clue.
Yeah, but I have to tell you the connection is closed. Otherwise, you're like, oh no, slight internet hiccup.
Yeah.
Still see Max though moving.
Yeah, I
I'll
said.
just quit and rejoined.
Yeah, if you don't all quit from the server, you'll just be talking to each other though.
Just to all quit and be out.
No, what should happen is the server should kick you and then you'll stop talking to each other. What has actually happened is you didn't spot the server quit.
Yeah.
And then you did spot the server quit because the server stops talking to you. So what you do is you go, oh no, server, I'm still here. And the server goes, oh, brilliant, you're still here.
But it's got no data for you.
I mean, it might have worked if you'd waited the 30 seconds for timeout. It might actually have worked, but it's one of those. It's better off just to quit and rejoin, rather than in 10 minutes go, "Wow, this is a weird bug." And the bug is because, as I said, once you've had an issue, that's it. There's no point in going, "Oh, all these other things happen."
Have you changed the permissions again?
Server options. Yes. Server auto balance on.
Yes, conveyors are conveying.
Yes, thankfully.
I have 2 moons. Ooh.
Wait, what?
Two reflections of the moon.
Okay.
I was going to say, there's a story in Reboot about that.
Adam, I'm just looking at the edit tool right now, actually. For the pickaxes, do we have different variants, or is it just only 3 per tier?
3 per tier.
Yeah, okay. I suppose.
There's no concept of a tank pickaxe, melee pickaxe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, we can do, but just convince me it's a great idea, and then convince
it's
Steve
not.
to make. There might be 3 visual variants. I don't know. So each armor tier is the same mesh but a different texture. So tier 1, it's all gonna look the same, but I'll have 3 different textures for melee, tank, and support. I think. I don't know. I've barely really done much on Eden this week. I mean, I say barely. I've only done about 15 hours or something. So much less than normal. So I've kind of got this thing that I kind of assume that everybody else will just catch up. But as I pointed out in the meeting, I pointed out we don't have any plan for drawing the icons. And then I start to come up with these half-assed solutions. But it's like, of all the things that because I'm not involved in this. I'm not doing the code. I'm not doing the data. I'm not doing the rendering. I'm not doing the art. This is one of the few areas I actually do not have any part in on the client. And no one who is doing part of that has actually got their arse in gear and gotten on with it. So I'm like, right, okay, is it me then? Do I have to drive this area I have no part in? Because someone needs to come up with these 1,200 icons. Someone else has to render these 1,200 icons, and someone else has to assign every object to an icon. It's not, and it's not me. I've got nothing to do with this, and I pointed out, it's like, oh yeah, we should probably. I do love the flood fill lighting in this game, though. Very pleased with that. Still in FortressCraft, but then we did away with it, used pixel lights. Which are pretty good, but not... They do lack a certain charm. Yeah. Horrid, if you've still got any of your old Xbox 360 worlds, you'll be able to import them onto the PC. I will have to do a video on that. I mean, that's the thing that we never got with FortressCraft Evolved. We did very much for FortressCraft. People just do videos going, here's how you do this in FortressCraft. Here's how you do this. But for Evolve, we didn't get those. It was me. People are like, I should have tutorial videos. I'm like, well, how about you do a tutorial video rather than me doing it? Because then it'll be good. It'll get done. You can spend a week on it. Whereas if I do it, I'm going to have to do it in the bare minimum amount of time I can.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm terrible at doing videos, and I hate it.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, we've had no mum jokes tonight so far. That's a good start.
Yeah, but I did have your mum earlier, so it all balances out.
I'm disappointed.
No, you're not.
My mum was.
Oh.
No, that's fair. That's fair. She always gets disappointed when she doesn't get paid.
Oh, there.
I win. Brett gave up.
I'm not awake enough to argue.
Sounds like something a loser would say.
I need to finish my sleep schedule actually. I'm staying up way too late I think.
In other news, I applied for a new renewal of a passport today. £75.50 for the pleasure. Plus posting the old one back.
This is the new Brexit passport.
I
renewal of the passport.
specifically renewed mine just before the country went to the dogs. I can't believe they tried to spin that as a positive effect of Brexit, being have passports in a different colour. What the fuck? Who gives a shit what colour your front cover of your passport is? Just
I'll put it on those black
if it
things
doesn't let you
anyway.
into other countries.
like if it had a nice Union Jack on the front or something, well, I'd feel like a racist. That's actually really annoyed me now. Like I want to be proud of my country, but I feel that if I fly the English flag or the Union Jack, I'm just a racist because that's what racists do. So I'm like, oh, or if I fly the England flag, I'm a massive weird football fan. So I don't feel like I can use any of these flags in a way that makes me proud without being a massive racist.
How do I do? Is there an easy way of doing a big circle? Without do piece by piece.
Circle or a sphere.
I don't think it's even a British thing. Like, I think like other countries you have that as well. Like it always seems to be the people that brandish flags and stuff that tend to be that kind of group.
Nationalistic.
Yeah. If you ever go to America, they're all like it, all of them. But if you like, I've been to Canada and America, and Canada and America are very, very, very similar. The difference is in America, you see American flags everywhere. In Canada, you don't see the Canadian flag everywhere.
Oh, that's the thing. On in Worthing during the war, they hosted Canadians, armed forces, and there's a memorial down the seafront about it. And one of the things on there shows the old Canadian flag. And guess what it's like?
A swastika.
Union Jack.
No, it's like the Australian flag, where it's got just sort of
with a kangaroo.
No, they've got a kangaroo in their flag. The point is that it's got the GB, the United Kingdom, Union Jack in a corner, and then their bits and pieces on it.
It's got a swastika and a penis, and we had to remove it for a while by backing up the server.
Paul, you do a tutorial on it, man. This is not my.
Am I stuck inside a block?
I don't agree that it's. I don't know what the solution is, to be fair, but it's not an easy one.
Well, there isn't one. I just want people to acknowledge that so I can implement the entropy system without anyone complaining too much. This is one of those. I know what the answer is. I need to wait for everybody else to arrive where I arrived to 6 weeks ago, because no one else has thought about it.
Is it not just faster to tell them that suggestion, or have you already mentioned?
No, because that doesn't work. I found this before. If you tell someone, they go, nah. But if they come up with the idea, you're like, yes, that's exactly right. Well done. Yeah, brilliant. We'll do that.
Mm.
You've never worked with a producer before.
It sounds like the kind of logic you need to deal with those people that like with the flags. Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing you could do in the games industry, sometimes you would give people a certain number of options, some of which were obviously stupid and wrong. There's a drawback to that one.
Sometimes
you-
they might choose the stupid and wrong option.
If you play Burnout, there is a token that reverses your score in two-player crash mode. My friend of mine added it as a joke. He's like, oh, why do we have a token that reverses your score? And they went, that's a great idea. And it's like, what? No, wait. And it went in, and it's ridiculous.
It reverses your score as in what?
It swaps player 1 and player 2's score.
Oh, what?
So, yeah. So the idea is that you can use it as an Uno card. So what you can do is you can get that token and then purposely lose.
You activated my trap card. Oh god.
We watched Yu-Gi-Oh at a LAN party, and it was take a shot every time they said they were a trap card. But I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh. I was never into it, and it's like they sit there and they just play it. And he goes, "Ha, because you have set up my trap card, I will now deal 3 from the bottom of the deck, and then I will force you to draw 7 cards. Ha! But now you have drawn 7 cards, which is an even number, odd number. So I will have to draw 4 cards, and that means that I now have over 9 cards in my deck. So I will discard this card and this card, and this card." And I'm watching this, going, are they just playing a game of cards? Is that what's going on? And we're watching it. It's like you're not even trying to dress this up with any sort of story or anything.
No.
It's just a big advert for the card game.
So the best part, I think, of that series, it's absolute shit, obviously. But like the best part of it is that when the first series was made, the
It's
series
still going,
existed,
I thought.
Yeah, it is. The original series, like the first series of it, when it was being made, the card game didn't exist until about halfway through it. So the first like half of that series, they were just making shit up on the spot. Like there was like one episode in particular where they're like, "Aha, my monster will now attack the moon," and that is now a card in the game because it was funny and it just made no sense. So they like memorialized that in the actual card game because of how stupid it was.
Wow, I did not know any of that.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Well, I'm not sure that particular fact's going to get you to take a lady home from a party, but best of luck with it.
Oh, absolutely not.
Depends what parties you go to, I guess. So when you see me like looking, oh, I've got my camera on because I forgot I'm recording footage just in case. When I'm over here, you see, I'm putting together I'm tweaking stuff on the server. So I'm purposely not a server. I'm purposely a client.
What if I want to get served? No? Okay.
Yes. An "are you being served" joke.
Indeed.
But yeah, I kind of wish that this was in a state where I could just start adding gameplay to it and, you know, resources and stuff. But I said this is, unless something amazing happens, this is pretty much a enjoy your, oh bugger, I put my conveyor sideways. Enjoy your anniversary edition FortressCraft. That's it. But I have, you guys saw the chat, I think I've narrowed down the game I want to do. So I suspect this week will be a reduced FortressCraft Friday because I'm knackered. And I suspect next week might be FortressCraft Friday, fix the bugs. But after then, I'd like to do 1 day a week of not Eden dev. And I want to do this game. And it was partly, what was that game called? Sand City? Sandcrawler? Sand Factory? Sandship? Sandship, yeah.
Was this the
Sandship.
VR and non-VR one?
The VR and non-VR. I've worked out what I want to do. And I've come up with something that's reasonably simple. It should look alright. And I want to sort of mess around prototyping it on the stream. But I think I do need, for my own sanity's sake, less hours on Eden.
What's sanity?
Don't be saying.
But it helps No, wait.
No.
That's not the phrase.
I'm not sure where you were going with that.
You don't need to be mad that work. You don't need to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
Yeah.
It's just...
Where's that from?
Oh
The
no.
walls of offices.
Yes. Very...
Motivational wall pictures.
Brett, you're a weeb. Have you ever seen Nadia and the Secret of Water? Say no, it's fine.
The answer
Take
is
it,
no.
that's a no.
It was the series done by the Evangelion people before they did Evangelion. We just started watching it because we finished the office. I need to watch something over dinner. Yeah, it's so like all the title cards and stuff. It's the same thing. It's the same font they use. Lots and lots of the same stuff.
I've not watched much old stuff, to be honest.
Wow.
Like, this is like anime before anime got popularized, kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, Evangelion was pretty much the thing that made it. Like that was the one.
Yeah, it was like I think the major ones were that, and then later on Attack on Titan were the main two. I think.
Attack on
That's the major
Titan?
appeal. Yeah, that was
When
like
do you
huge.
when do you think Attack on Titan came out, Brett? Attack on Titan anime. That's like saying Minecraft
No,
made
I'm
computer
not saying
games.
it started
Minecraft made computer games very popular. No.
No, I'm not talking about making them popular. I'm talking about mainstream appeal.
Yeah. Attack on Titan was way after that. I mean, let's be honest. It's Ghibli that gave anime mainstream appeal, not Attack on Titan.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying like it was another like boon of like people watching it.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
Because it's still I think the biggest show that's being shown right now. Because they've made a new season or something. I don't know.
I am behind.
Yeah,
So
that's mine.
I have to say, Attack on Titan is brilliant premise, and it starts off with your whiny teenage protagonist screaming, I'm gonna fight all the Titans, I'm gonna fight all the Titans, and he gets eaten about 4 episodes in. It's like, yes, brilliant, thank you.
And he survives.
Spoilers.
That's the spoiler.
Is it? That's like 4 episodes in.
But what annoys me, so say if you watch Evangelion, it's brilliant. Giant robots versus these giant monster angel things. It's just superb. And then they go, and you know what we need now? A teenage angst, a lot of it. Like, why? What part of you may think that's what people want to watch?
Yeah, this is what I always hated about like the kids Transformers TV shows. I was like, oh cool, Transformers, and then they have like the kids storyline. I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of these characters.
I mean, I used to watch, Batman and things as a child, but now you get like Teen Batman, but I never, or Muppet Babies, but I never for any point, go, you know what? I don't identify with Batman, and if I do, I definitely don't identify with 15-year-old Batman. I identify with middle-aged Batman who's running around and he's super buff and he's kicking the shit out of people. So I've no idea why a lot of kids shows these days have very young, 8 to 15-year-old sort of protagonists, because I don't want that. Those were not my role models as a child, and I don't understand why TV shows do that these days. It just seems odd.
I think it sort of reflects like I don't want to say like famous people, but like like you have like the Disney actors and actresses that are like late teens.
Yeah, but
that sort of thing.
well, let's just say I'm 14 and I'm watching Batman, and I'm watching middle-aged Batman. Here he's 40 years old and he's kicking ass. Right, I can aspire to be middle-aged Batman, but if I'm watching 13-year-old Batman, he's already better than I am, unless I suddenly get younger. So I can't see how anyone would prefer young Batman, because young Batman's not someone I can aspire to be to without the aid of a time machine. And hence why I've never got the young protagonist stuff that a lot of anime does.
I don't think it's a case of so much as growing up to become that character, but more like, I don't know. Like,
come on, I want to be
I don't think age plays a massive part in that necessarily.
Well, my point is, I want to be Batman when I grow up as possible. I want to be Batman when I get 2 years younger than I am now as not.
I guess, but maybe like when you're looking at those younger characters, you're not saying I want to grow up to be this character. I wish I could be more like this character.
Yes, but for a brief period of time, they'll be the right age. For all the other periods of time, they're either younger than I am, or I don't know. Like
I guess my point is, why is the age relevant?
Because Batman drives a cool car, whereas Batkid doesn't.
I mean, I guess it depends on the character. Maybe there is some character that drives a cool car. I
No,
don't
because
know.
they wouldn't be allowed a license, Brad. What about Bat Boy or Iron Boy? Is Iron Boy a real thing? Probably is. Iron Dog.
I think the director for Evangelion was depressed, so he might have been thinking more about what he was feeling than what the audience was expecting.
I think the creative Evangelion took too much acid. So I briefly rewatched part of episode. Oh god, which one was that? The one where there's no like anything. It's just weird like stock footage of Japan, and how can I put it? Like just random stuff flashing up on the screen for half an hour. Like mother, flash, 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 flash. Sin, pictures, 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 and it's like at the end of the last episode we were all fighting robots and it was awesome. And now I appear to be watching a weird PowerPoint presentation about the nature of sin and human duality in Japanese.
The thematics are weird even when the concrete things are kind of sensible.
To be fair,
Evangelion it varies a lot between just utter amazing brilliance and complete and total. Why did you put this in? Why did you write it down? Someone else agreed, and a whole bunch of people drew it, and no one at any point went,
honestly,
"Let's not."
honestly, a
How
lot
can
of
you
like.
know whether you are too stupid to understand the great message?
That is a good point. I didn't think of that. I'm not clever enough to understand the robots.
Honestly, I feel like that's the thing that you see a lot in like anime in general. Is wow, what the fuck were they thinking? Followed by, this one's quite good.
I mean, I worked this out many years ago. I believe that Japanese does not have a word for why, or possibly what, or perhaps the phrase,
Nani?
"What the fuck are you thinking?" Nani? Because if you've ever played
Nani?
Bubble, remember in the old days you had to develop your own hardware for each game. So the presentation would have said, "I've got an idea for a game. Okay, it's a platform game, right? And you play a dragon. Cool. It's cute. Fine. It fires bubbles. What? And you've trapped the enemies in bubbles. And when you pop the bubbles, the enemies turn into fruit." No one went, "The fuck are you talking about?" They went, "Brilliant. Let's do that then." Because that was the game, and it's just complete nonsense. And I swear that's what it is. Is they're too polite to wonder if Nico's son is perhaps having a breakdown, and they don't really want to bring it up. Like, yeah, we'll make your game, no problems, mate. So have I seen the advertisements for?
Yeah, they seem to be a lot wackier than adverts in the West.
Yes, if you ever watch the ones of Arnie selling noodles, they are amazing. If you haven't watched them.
If they are okay with that level of
There's
quirkiness, it's
an
almost
actual
expected
job
the
that
game would be
Americans can
more
get in
quirky.
Japan.
Wow, you totally talked over each other then. Sorry, Shaka, something about expecting in Japan.
If the adverts are so quirky and the game is supposed to spark your interest, then there might be an expectation that you need to be some kind of quirky, so it's not off-putting.
Maybe, but I mean, Bubble. If you sit there and think about it for even a moment, it's complete and total batshit insanity. And what did you say, Tad?
That there's a job for Japanese companies for a token American to ask why when a boss comes up with a really stupid idea, because they just don't ask the boss that. But Americans have no qualms whatsoever about saying, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, we're not
don't
doing
do
that.
that.
That's mad.
That's stupid.
Okay,
You're gonna lose money.
I'll give you a great example of this mentality thing that I see a lot in anime. So, okay, so I'm just imagining the pitch meeting for this specific anime I'm thinking of. It was like, okay, it's a mecha anime. Cool, sounds good. The mecha things are piloted by two people. Okay, cool. Pacific Rim, I like it. They're male and they have to be male and female teenagers. Okay, I'm still with it. But okay, they sit behind one another. Cool, that's fine. The person in the front is bent over and has handles sticking out of their ass.
Yeah, I know.
And here is a picture of that anime.
And at that point, you go, "Now hold on, let's rewind a minute. I'm with you all the way to the handles."
There's a picture of it.
Okay.
I don't have many questions, but perhaps
Arling in the France?
somebody who worked there maybe should have had more questions than that.
Yeah.
No, it's from a company called Trigger, and that's just what they do. That's just what they do.
It
You
did quite
think
well,
of
actually,
anything
from what I
just
remember.
random as hell, they will freaking make that anime.
Yeah.
Everybody liked it.
It's won a lot of memes.
But I think it was more because it was a Trigger title and not has anything to do with the nonsense it was actually made out of.
Honestly, it was one of those shows where, like, the concept is dumb as shit, but the actual plot was not that bad. Yes, I've watched this.
As a rule, with plot, it doesn't matter as long as it's consistent within its own universe. This is what I know about
Yeah.
Pacific Rim. 2 people must pilot it. Yes, okay. No one has to. Right, you have to be drift compatible. And then they promptly go on. Random fucking people drift together. You don't have to be drift compatible at all. People fly it by themselves. Like, these were your rules you came up with. You can't just then go, nah, we're not doing those now. This is say with that was the worst thing about Aliens versus Predator. They went,
Still like the cinema sense for Pacific Rim.
yes, everything he does is brilliant. Now, but yeah, in Aliens versus Predator, they're like, and
Yeah.
you know all the stuff we came up with about how a bunch of this worked. Yeah, none of that's true. We've changed our mind. Like, oh, but
Yeah, the premise of that weird show is, like, the main character is, like, unable to pair with someone for whatever reason, and there's another character who, like, slowly kills whoever she's paired with, and they end up pairing together and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
And then they fuck.
And then one of them bends over in front
No,
of the other.
they
so
don't.
their hand
For the
down.
first time in Hollywood history.
They do
Hollywood?
not.
They don't.
Does that have a name?
Oh, I'm
Like-
talking about Pacific
like-
Rim still.
oh,
Are
Pacific
you on
Rim.
about Darling in the France?
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go, Horrid. Candy Factory.
Darling in the Franks with 2 X's.
I'm not looking it up. I'm not watching this
Yep.
weird perverted shit.
Uh,
There you go, Horrid.
In case it affects your mind.
If you want to see a Trigger show that actually is amazing, is Kill La Kill. That is an amazing Trigger show.
I need to watch that one. I've heard it's really bad for fan service, though. Oh, dear.
Do it.
When you say it's bad for fan
Do
service,
it.
do you mean there's lots of cleavage and upskirts and,
Yeah, pretty much.
or do you mean there isn't any fan service and you won't watch
The
it?
outfits don't have any of that because they're smaller than that. Like, the whole point is they don't wear that many clothes. They stick. It's part of the plot why the clothes are that skimpy. Like, it's like, all right, you're actually trying, and I appreciate that.
Air quotes
Plot.
part of the plot.
Air quotes plot more like.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
I'll post a picture of
But
the
it's
main character
very well
from that show
done.
for
I
reference.
enjoyed that one immensely. Not just because of the fan service.
I really want to now spend over the next 8 months just making a
Yeah.
giant candy factory in time for Christmas.
That's the main character from that show that he's talking about.
Brilliant.
You're like, why am I looking at this?
I swear a lot of it is because they're pervy old men and they just want people to wear that at cosplay shows. Because was it Hideo Kojima that came up with the sniper lady that had to be naked
yeah.
because she got too hot or something? And then he said, "Oh, it's because I want to watch women. I want to see women dress up like this." It's like, how the fuck did your career not stop on that day? Why was that not the end of you ever getting to talk to the press ever again? I design characters so women will dress up as them.
I guess the thing is the higher ups will go, yeah, we'll do this because we know that, like, horny teenagers will watch it.
Even Peter Molyneux, he eventually was hoisted by his own petard.
In what sense? Well, what did he do? I mean,
Well, eventually he just said, "Fuck it, I'm not talking to the press anymore," because eventually they start to call him out on his bollocks. I'm
Right,
back in a moment as I need. Oh shit! It's midnight. Right, I think I'm going to stop there then. That's actually been pretty good. So I have one bug I need to fix, which I will do tomorrow. Which is when you quit, sometimes the vote comes back in, and then I promptly add that person back in. But overall, that's been pretty good. All apart from the corrupted world, which is a concern. But I have had some crashes. It does take quite a long time to time out, doesn't it?
Yep.
In fact, why hasn't it?
What's Peter Molyneux doing these days? Last I heard of him, he was working on Goddess or something, wasn't it?
Oh, I know what it is.
There we go. Oh, I'm back in.
Yeah, I know why. I know. Let me fix that. Increase timeout rate by 4 to compensate for the rate reduction. Fix velocity again. I don't think when you're using the jetpack the player correctly sets the velocity, but I think when you're walking around, so when I was flying up and down, that's why it wasn't working. You can use jump pads as catapults. Horrid. Anyway, thank you once again for helping me shut my game. It is much appreciated. And I will do
Forget to like.
4 more things tomorrow, but I probably am not going to stream. I think I need a day off of that.
That's illegal.
Fair enough. No, he had one this week. He can do it again.
This is true.
I did what, sorry?
Have a day off.
Had a day off this week.
Day off?
Yeah.
No, I
What's
didn't.
one of those?
Well, no, I didn't. What are you talking about?
You didn't.
I had a day when I wasn't online.
You did stream.
Day off. No, but I did work. Wait, did I not stream?
Yeah.
Did I not stream on Tuesday? I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah,
think
Tuesday
so.
day off. Yeah. Just streaming new game.
Yeah, Tuesday. You're like,
Ah.
nah.
I was like, oh, he's got a lot of work to do. Oh well.
To be fair, he has been doing a lot of work. So.
Mhm.
Right.
See, Mr. Long.
But we will be
Yeah.
back tomorrow evening, even though I'm not streaming tomorrow
Woo.
daytime. So,